Well, well, well. Guess who it is? Diesel's back. Join me, subscribe, but get the word out. Diesel's back, and he ain't going nowhere. Come on, we're back. Right, listen, firstly, can everybody hear me? Someone in the chat, just say yes. You know the drill. I'll do this normally. All right, I don't want to embarrass myself yet again because it happened before. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember, but it was a couple of months ago, right? I was talking for Britain and obviously not one of you could hear me. Right, footy chats. Yes, lovely. Right, sweet, lovely. Guys, welcome back. Listen, I've just got to say this. I've got to say one thing to you, right? And I genuinely mean this, right? This year, controversy, whatever you want to call it, I spit facts. And you guys know that. I've not changed. I never will change. Let me just quickly say this to you, right? Now, I haven't streamed in a long time. I think someone said it in the chat earlier on. It might have been Pepsi Pack, right? I think it was 69 days, something like that. And just, look, I just want to say this, right, very quickly. I do apologize. Yeah, something got in the way, and it's a little something called life. You know, I've had things happen, some good, some bad, right? But at the end of the day, I'm still here. Right? I haven't ran to the bridge yet, right? And it's something that I always say to you guys every single week on here when I was streaming on a regular. Right? Yes, we talk about Arsenal. Yes, we talk about football. Yes, we talk about all that stuff. But we also talk about life. All right. And sometimes life likes to throw us a harsh lesson. Yeah. But it's how you get through it. Right. It's having that bit of character. It's about having that bit of strength. More importantly, it's about having good, decent people around you, whether that be family, whether that be friends, whatever. Because I'll tell you something now, and I will tell you something for nothing. Right. When your back is against the wall, you soon see who your real friends are. Fact. Yeah, we are all surrounded by snakes, but if you're sharp and you are intelligent and you are somewhat smart, you will be able to differentiate the snakes from the proper people. Yes, East London, that is a term we use down here, proper people, right? And I'll be honest with you guys, there ain't too many of them about. But what I do want to say is this: how long have I been going live now? A minute, if that. We've got 33 people here. And I'll tell you something now. Do you know why I love the fact that I can go away for so long, right? You don't see anything of me, and then I come back and I'll do my first stream in about 3 or 4 months. Yeah. Do you know how many people are probably watching this right now? And when I say people, I'm on about people who have got their own channels. Yeah. And they're seeing the amount of love I'm getting, the amount of people I've got in the chat right now. Yeah. They are absolutely pissed. And do you know what, guys? I love it. I do. I love it. You know why? Because there's so many people, right? So many channels who have to stream week in, week out. But because they've got no personality, they're boring as you like, right? They got no character. They ain't got nothing about them. It's like watching the wall, watching paint dry. Yeah? They're watching this right now, and they're thinking to themselves, how is it Diesel cannot stream for months and months and months? He does his first stream, and he's already got this amount of people in, and he's got this amount of comments in the stream. Yeah, it's jealousy. And do you know what, guys? I absolutely love it. I really do. There are so many people who are pissed off that I'm back. But do you know what? 2024, new year, fresh start. Yeah, I shall be making time to stream, if anything, for you guys, but also just to piss these people off a bit more. Because you know what? Yeah, they watch me. And the one thing that I've got that they haven't is character. It's not something that you can learn overnight, or you've either got it or you haven't. Some people are born to stream on YouTube. Some people aren't. That's why numbers grow and some numbers don't. It's as simple as that, right? Yeah, love it. Right. Okay. So, listen, guys, loyalty. Thank you very much. The amount of messages I've had on Instagram has been absolutely phenomenal. It's been brilliant. And you guys know I don't take it for granted. Yeah. To name a couple, Static, big up yourself, mate. I'll see you in the chat. Thank you very much for your message. And guys, I just want to say to you right now. Yeah. I just want to say to you, right? Let's be honest here. I've had a bit of a break. I've not been streaming for a while. And in that time, I have been observing. Because that's what Diesel does. Diesel observes. And he looks around and he looks at certain other Arsenal channels and he watches and he quite miffed, if I'm honest with you, right? Because I'm seeing certain other channels and I'm seeing like the narrative that's being pulled and it's making me really realize, oh my God, people are just the exact same. People just don't learn. But I've also noticed as well that the tide is starting to turn with regards to Mikel Arteta. Yes, Mikel. That's his name, Mikel, right? People are starting to turn. And I think Static, me and you, we mentioned this a little bit the other day, right, when we was messaging each other. The tide is starting to turn. People are starting to wake up and realize that what Diesel says is truth. Because I do spit facts. I ain't no idiot. I ain't just like, I'm not some geezer who's just come off the boat. You know, guys, when I say something, I mean it, yeah? All right, and I put truth behind it, and there's facts behind it, yeah? Right? And now I'm seeing a lot of these Arsenal fans, these supposed super fans with these super big channels or whatever, right? And that's me being polite, by the way, yeah? Now starting to come to our side. I've got one message and one message for you only, people. Diesel's back. Yes, he's back. No one will shut me up. I am back, and I am back with a vengeance, yeah? You guys are in for a treat. Not only tonight, but going forward, yeah? Because I'll tell you something now. You guys know I have got a big mouth on me, and oh my God, am I going to use it, yeah? I will use my big mouth to full effect, but I will also use my big mouth for the right reasons. And those reasons are speaking absolute facts and spitting facts about our football club vis-a-vis Arsenal, yeah? My advice to these absolute dickheads, these idiots, these brainwashed people, these thick human beings, whatever you want to call them, do you know what? I don't want you over here with us. Stay over there. Stay over there. The gate is officially closed. I do not want these people having a change of heart. Oh, Diesel, maybe you were right in the first place. No. I don't want to hear any of that, yeah? Right, because me and a select few others, right, the amount of abuse that we've had, yeah, because we dared speak out about the good-looking Spaniard, we dared speak out about this, you know, this football club where it's all nice and comfortable and candy floss and Disney and popcorn and no, forget that, right? You made your choice. You chose to stay on the left, whereas us intelligent people are over here on the right. So you know what? Stay over there. I don't want you over here with us because you're a bunch of wrong uns, yeah? Right? You change your mind like the absolute weather. Stay over there. Simple. But listen, I haven't forgot. I know you people thought I'd forget, but I haven't forgot. No. What is the one thing I always do on every single one of my streams? I shout out the real superstars in the chat, and I shall be doing that right now. Here we go. Right, now I will start from the top. We've got Cayman Cider. Big name, like it. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're good. Alistair Willis is in the chat. Big up yourself. We've got Tanaji in the chat. Big up yourself. We've got Mickey, Mike, Mickey, whatever it is, however you pronounce it. Mick E. Big up yourself. And listen, Diesel was the only Arsenal fan channel I follow. Listen, I already know that you are a very intelligent man, Mickey. Well done, mate. Welcome to my side. Yes, you are one of my friends now. We've got Big Up Static in the chat as well. Big up yourself, Static. We've got Darren Sullivan, a.k.a. Dazzler. Dazzler's in the chat as well. We've got Grant McRoberts in the chat. Big up yourself. We've got Ronald McDonald. He was a personal hero of mine when I was about 5 or 6. And oh my God, I've got the guts to prove it. I was a big fan of yours, and probably I still am, to be honest with you. Well, but one thing I will say, mate, bring back the double Big Mac and keep that on the permanent, right? Anyway, Footy Chats, big up yourself. We've got Unveiling Realities, a.k.a. Wazza, Warren. And let me just quickly say, guys, while I've got you all here as well, Warren and I have been chatting over Christmas, over New Year's. This year, Warren shall continue to do what he does on my channel, where he does streams on the paranormal. He does streams on conspiracy theories. The next one he's got is, which is one of my favorite topics. It's one that I've wanted him to do for a while now. And believe me when I say this, the amount of research this man has done in order to do this stream, and I will reveal what he's going to do. He shall be doing a stream probably this week regarding Madeleine McCann. Okay, so yeah, Warren shall be doing a stream on Madeleine McCann. What really happened? What really happened? Right? and it's something that I've spoken about and I've expressed on this channel many a time. I've got my views on it, what I believe, but Warren shall be doing that. So please look out for that. I shall be advertising that very, very shortly. All right. So make sure, show him some love. I don't research anything. I come off here and I just speak off the cuff, right? This man does. He does weeks and weeks and weeks of research. Yeah. So please show him some love, smash a like and all that sort of stuff. And also go and follow his channel. And it's right there, Unveiling Realities. Please, please, please. He's a personal friend of mine. He's a top bloke. Please, please, listen. I mentioned earlier on about snakes, right? There's a lot of absolute wrong-uns on this platform. There are, right? People who I personally thought were all right. And then later on, you kind of realise that, the geezer's a dickhead, right? This man is nothing like that. He's an absolute nice bloke. So please go and give him a follow. We've got DJ Crane in the chat as well. Big up yourself, DJ Crane, the man, the myth, the Mac Daddy, the tripod, Mr. Steal Your Girl. My guy Diesel is back. Yes, I'm back. Come on, big up yourself. Listen, this probably describes me most mornings when I wake up. Dixie Wrecked. I've had a really hard day. Big up yourself, Dixie. Hope you're well, mate. We've got Steve RFC. I was about to call you Stelios, but I know you don't like that. So big up yourself, Steve. Hope you're well, mate. We got Pepsi Pack in the chat as well. Early Doors Football TV. Yes, my guy. Big up yourself. Hope you're well, mate. We've got Mindful Haven in the chat as well. Big up yourself. We've got Nari in the chat as well. We've got the lovely, the gorgeous, the beautiful, the perfect, the pretty Zoe Thomas in the chat. Chelsea fan, but sorry, I still love you. Do you know what? We have to touch on your club at some point because, oh my God, I thought we were doing terrible. My God, you guys are next level. But anyway, I don't want to rub your nose in it because I personally like you, Zoe. I love you. In fact, that's why I made you a mod. You've always supported me, darling. Pick up yourself. I love you. We've got Marlon Ben in the chat as well. No, it's not been cancelled. Marlon, if I advertise a show, I see it through to the end. Come on, my guy. Who else we got? Who else have we got? Naeem AFC as well. Big up yourself, Naeem. We've got Kabir Adden in the chat as well. I'll be done very soon, guys. I promise you. BVB David. That's Dortmund, isn't it? Borussia Dortmund? I don't know. BVB David. Big up yourself, Dave. We've got Ryan Stockley, my neighbour. Come on, my guy. I'm back now, mate. I'm like a boomerang. Ryan, I've always said to you, I'm a boomerang, mate. I always come back. Yeah? We've got Mark PJF85 in the chat as well. Big up yourself, Marcus. Taib Hussein, big up yourself, Taib. Hope you're well. AFC always. Come on. Big up the Gooners. Diesel, big up. Great to see you back, bro. Well, thank you very much. Welcome back, Diesel. Come on, Early Doors. Big up yourself. Oh my God. We've got a couple of females in the chat. See? If there's anything I do attract, it's birds. Right, we've got the lovely, the gorgeous Joanne Smith. Big up yourself, Joanne. Hope you're well, my love. Thank you for joining me. We've got James Steele, a.k.a. Jimmy, in the chat as well. Big up yourself, Jimmy. Come on. Yes, Diesel, camera quality looks a lot better. Listen, I've invested in a Mac, right? So I didn't want to say nothing because I was hoping that one of you would notice. Yeah, because for where I am, it looks the absolute nuts, right? But I wanted someone in the chat just to sort of say, tell me if they see a difference from obviously what I was streaming on before. Do you know what? I got this Mac. It's a MacBook Air. It's not a Pro. It's an Air M2. Yeah, and I'll tell you something. I got it a few days ago. I'm absolutely in love with it. Like the battery life is class. It is absolutely rapid. It's so quick. I don't think I could ever go back to a laptop. I'm not even joking, guys. It's very similar to like what the analogy I always use about steak and burgers. I've always been used to a burger. This is what you call steak. Now I've had this. I can't go back to a burger anymore. It's as simple as that. I have set a precedent, right? So I'm telling you now, guys, anyone who's in two minds about, I need to get a laptop. No, it's worth the extra dough. It is expensive. I'm not going to lie to you, but you get what you pay for with certain things, and this is one of them. Please go and get a Mac, right? See, they should really they should sponsor my channel. I've just given them a massive shout out. Big up Apple. Who else we got? AJ Bite is in the chat as well. Come on, AJ. Big up yourself. Look, 28 likes. Well, have I been streaming, 5-10 minutes now? Big up yourself. That's not bad. Not bad. I do want more. Minimum 50, guys. Minimum 50. We've got Outgunned. Sick name. I like it. Very clever. I see what you did there. Like it. We've got Noel Kane. Big up yourself. Diesel's back with a bang. Happy New Year, mate. I hope you had a good Christmas. Niall, listen, let me tell you something now. It probably shows it on the camera. I'm not going to hide from it. Yes, I have put on a bit of weight. Christmas to me is a time when I indulge. I was eating when I wasn't even hungry. I'm not even joking. I was an absolute savage over Christmas, right? And it's the only time I can munch my face off and feel no guilt. Yeah. However, I'm starting back at the gym tomorrow, right? Starting back at the gym. So give me a couple of months and I'll just be skinny. I'll be gaunt. Yeah. You'll be seeing cheekbones and all that type of thing there. Right. I'm going to try anyway. That's the aim. We've got Joe Gugg in the chat as well. Big up yourself, Joe. Hope you well, mate. Greetings from Germany as well. Come on. You guys are from all over. I love it. Greetings from Germany. Well, what manager would hire to... right, I'm going to touch on all of that. Don't worry, Joe. He's coming. Don't worry. I think that's about... Is it about it? No, Liam R97 as well. Big up yourself, Liam. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. We've got our first super chat of the night. Listen, keep these super chats coming. I don't mean to be beg. I don't mean to beg, guys, but obviously bills have to be paid. It does cost me to stream, right? Believe it or not. But anyway, I'm only joking. Look, if you want to, you do. If you don't, you don't. Cool. It's fine. But Cliff has decided to help me out with the bills. So thank you very much, Cliff. Welcome back, mate. Cliff, honestly, mate, much appreciated. Thank you very much. My brother, yeah? My Gigi, come on. My brethren. See, I can talk patois. That's on my CV, by the way. I'm fluent in 2 languages, yeah? Boom, come on. Thank you very much, though, mate. All joking aside. We've got the wrestling champ 983. Hey, Red Wing Riley. Big up yourself, Riley. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. We've got Jimmy still in the chat. We've got Carl Rossi. Big up yourself, Carlos. Come on, big up Diesel. Oh, you guys, listen, this is overwhelming. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna hold back the tears. I'm an emotional bloke. I am, but I'm really trying to hold it together for you guys. I'm trying to be strong. Yeah. Because I'll be honest with you guys. I honestly thought, look, I'm going to stream tonight. It's a Sunday night. You know, there's nothing on the TV. Let's be honest. There's nothing on. Yeah, you guys can watch me, right? Nice bit of entertainment for Sunday. But there was part of me thinking, do you know what? I haven't streamed in so long. For all I know, they might have all forgot about me. They might have all, been upset with me or whatever, and I could be streaming right now and there'd be no one in the chat. No one in the chat, but there's 40 of you currently watching me. Thank you very much. Honestly, guys. Honestly, and I genuinely do mean this. This isn't scripted or a blag or anything like that. You guys know what you see is what you get. There is no airs or graces with me. I really massively appreciate this. I swear to God, right? But also, I do believe as well that the reason why you watch me is because I speak the truth. I'm not afraid to say something controversial. I'm not afraid to say something that might upset you. I'm just giving you my thoughts, my ideology, my ideas, and whether you back it or not, it's up to you. Right, but we can be adults about it and not be like little kids, right? So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Please give me a shout out before I go to bed. Red Wing Riley, big up yourself, Riley. Come on, I see you, my brother. Come on, hope you're well, mate. Hope you're good. Yeah, and get in bed, by the way, right? You got school tomorrow. Riley's a personal friend. He's a personal friend of my little boys as well. Big up yourself, Riley. Come on. Thank you for the support. Static, big up yourself as well. I see you. Come on. Oh, Joanne, I've got to read this out. I put on a stone. I'm back on it. Lost 2.5 pounds. Yeah, but listen, look, we've had Christmas, we've had New Year's, right? If there was ever a time where, do you know what? It's been a tough year for all of us, whether it be work, whether it be whatever it is, right? It's the one time a year where you spend it with your family or whoever. Got my throat, right? And you indulge. You self-indulge, right? You eat, you drink, you eat, you drink, and you eat, right? If you still got time in the day, you eat again. That's exactly what I did. I can't lie to you. We've got Michael Thomas in the chat as well. Big up yourself, Michael. Come on. The legend that is. Carl Rossi, look, like he's bang on, right? When he says this, all the real ones are in the chat. And do you know what, mate? I totally agree. They are. Look at this, Pepsi Pack, Steak Fund. The one thing I've not gone off is steak, right? Last night I had steak, and for the first time I had fillet steak, yeah? Wasn't that big, but it was thick, yeah? I thought, yeah, let me try that. To be fair, it was nice, but nothing beats sirloin, come on. And I don't get my steaks anymore from Aldi or Primark, Aldi or Lidl, right? No, I've moved up, guys. I've moved up now. I now go Costco, yeah? Costco. I do a lot of my food shopping in Costco. And I'll tell you something, my God, the food, the amount, the steaks are massive. They're like as big as me. I swear to God, honestly. Guys, anyone who can get a membership, believe me, do it, right? It's so worth it. Who else we got? Is that it? Is that it? I feel bad leaving someone out. Oh my God, I've got all these super chats as well. Pepsi Pack, really, honestly, mate, much appreciated. Thank you very much. Looks like the bills are going to be paid again this month. Yeah, which means I can carry on streaming. Go on. Boom. Cliff, where is oh God, right, let's talk about this. Early Doors Football TV. I hope you're still here, mate. Because yeah, you need to have a word with your brother-in-law. Cliff, where is Terence? Young Terence. We need a word about his gaffer. Right. I don't know. Look, look, all joking aside, right? Because I had a feeling someone was going to bring this up tonight. And in a way, I'm glad that Early Doors is here, because you can give a message to your brother-in-law from me, right? I'm going to say this, and guys, I've always been truthful with everything, right? I get asked all the time, have I fallen out with young Terence? The truth of that is no, right? No, all joking aside, we haven't, right? I know he's busy with jobs and all that. I get that, right? You know, we speak every now and again. The one thing I'm always saying to him, and I'll be honest with you, I'm going to be totally open with you guys, right? We had something really special, yeah? And it pisses me off, in a way. It pisses me off that we got, say, separated, but obviously I went my way, he went his, right? Because we had something really special, especially when we was with Claude, yeah? Now, the plan was, obviously, with what happened to Claude, that obviously, you know, we'd carry on. I was very skeptical about, and so was Tel, to be fair. We had so many chats about this, because there was always this thing going around, oh, we're just using Claude, we're stealing his money, this, that, the other. I don't want to go into it, because it's time ago now, and I think you guys over time have become to realise that I'm actually not a wrong, and I'm actually a nice bloke, and so's Terence, right? But nonetheless, that was what we were sort of getting a little bit, you know. But I've always maintained this. Me and Terence together, there is no one I miss streaming with other than him. Yeah, and the amount of times I've tried to get this man on this channel, even if it's once a month, whatever it is, right? When he's got time, I'll work around him. You know, there's no set time. When he's free, tell me, and I'll work around you. I miss streaming with him. I love streaming on my own. I do. Don't get me wrong, guys. I do. It's probably why I rarely get anyone on here, because I've got a lot to say, you know, and sometimes when you've got loads of people on the stream, you have to wait your turn, and when you do talk, you get interrupted, and things like that just piss me off, right? I've got a big mouth. I like to use it. However, we were polar opposites, but he's a mate. He's a top bloke. He's a family man. He's got a lovely, lovely family. I will say that he's got a lovely family, and they welcomed me straight away, right? Whenever I went around his ass, obviously could not do any more. Top guy. I miss him. So Tel, if you're watching, I want you back, mate. Even if it's once a month, I don't expect you to do every week. Although if you could, it'd be lovely. But we had something special. Yeah, we had something special. Yeah, because I always thought one way, you always thought the other way, but somehow it worked. And a lot of people loved watching us. Yes, we argue a lot, but at the end of the day, that was for the stream. Once we're off the stream, we're mates again. That was the one agreement we had. And you know what? I do miss him. So, guys, you guys in the chat and Early Doors, have a word with your brother-in-law and try and get something sorted. It's a new year, fresh start. Don't tell me he can't give me half an hour a couple of times a month. Surely he can fit me in. All right, so that's your job, mate, Early Doors. Come on, do that for me. And give the people what they want, because they all want to see it, right? So there you go. Randy Viper, my God, this is one of my G's, my original G's from back in the day. Randy, come on, where have you been, my brother? Come on. Randy Viper, thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much, mate, for the super chat. My brother, my cousin, my mate, Mr. Tripod, Mr. Third Leg, Mr. Anaconda. That's a new one, Anaconda. Although, you know, it's a bit small for me. You know, think bigger, right? What are you saying about? Oh, right, that's another thing. Listen, we're going to touch on. I've got so much I want to talk to you guys about. Honestly, it's been so long. What are you saying about Bukayo Shocker right now? What has he won as a right winger? Absolutely zilch, nothing. I do want to. How do I do this? In fact, you know what? Let me just quickly touch on this now, because my best friend, he says best friend, he's been my best mate for about 18, 19 years now, but I look at him as more of a brother, right? His name's John. I know John's watching right now because he said he would. And this is the one debate I have with John. Yeah? Not so much a debate. Randy, thank you very much, mate. Love you. Not so much a debate. No, it actually is a debate. No, what am I talking about? It is a debate. Because he loves Sacka, right? I don't know the real reason why he loves Sacka, because Sacka's Nigerian, right? I know the real reason. Yeah, but all right, cool. He's from your homeland. I get it. The thing is with a lot of people, whenever someone says Sacka is not world class, I don't think he's world class at all. And I've said that before on this channel. Whenever I say he's not world class, people automatically assume I'm saying he's crap. Didn't say that. I've also said, and you guys who watch me on a regular, you guys will know that I've always said this. Do I think he could get to that world-class stage? Yes, I do. But is he world-class as of today, right now? Hell no. Right? Now, my mate John thinks he is. Right? In fact, I've got two friends, John and Tom. We call him Brad because he looks like Brad Pitt. Right? I was outnumbered, yeah. So they both think Sacka's world class. Now they both thought Sacka was world class last season, last year. My argument to them is, how can you call a player world class who's not played in the Champions League yet? That's one thing. Second thing, what has he won? Right? Yes, he's our main player. He's our talisman at the moment. But world class, I'm sick and tired of people who just throw that term about like it's anything. To become world class, you've got to be really doing it. If you know, there's a lot of Arsenal fans who believe he is world class, but there's also a lot of Arsenal fans who don't. Yeah, it's very similar to this Mesut Ozil thing, whereas everyone was half in with it, and there's a lot of people who are sort of half out, right? You know, Kevin De Bruyne. I mentioned Kevin De Bruyne. Is Kevin De Bruyne world class? You will struggle to find someone who says no, he's not. He is, right? He is. Of course, he's world class. Sacka. Can he be? Yeah. Is he? No. Martinelli. Can he be? Yeah. Is he? No. We don't have one world-class player in that squad. Forget the team. I'm on about squad, right? I'm going to come on to Arsenal in a bit anyway, yeah, because I've got a lot to say about this bloody club, right? And I think I need to put a lot of these Arsenal fans straight, especially a lot of these Arsenal fans, a lot of these fake, stupid Arsenal fans who have got YouTube channels, yeah? There is a reason why your channel isn't growing. There is a reason why not a lot of people watch you. Yeah, they watch you to laugh at you, not with you. They watch you, yeah. Not many, right? Some are having to grab onto these, you know, these followers and this, that, the other by chatting absolute trash. No, right? Listen. I want this channel to grow. I'm not going to lie, of course I do. But if it doesn't, right, I'm still going to sleep well tonight. I don't do this full time, yeah. Right? I wouldn't have the time to do it for. Even if I wanted to, I probably wouldn't. Right? And I've always been open with that. If it grows, cool, it grows. Right? If it doesn't, it doesn't. Yeah? But if my channel grows, I want it to grow the right way. Yeah? I'm not into this sort of, you know, like cheating the system or lying to you guys or going with whatever narrative is popular at the moment. Yeah? I guarantee you now, if I was more like young Terence, with all due respect, if I was more inclined like to be like him with what he says about Arsenal and the, you know, the good-looking Spaniard, Michelle, I generally believe this channel would be a lot bigger than what it is, right? The reason why it's not growing as quick as what I would like is probably because of my views and, you know, because I don't fall for that propaganda, that narrative, you know, that, you know, we've got the best-looking manager, he can't do any wrong, and if he leaves, oh my God, oh, you know, we might as well shut up shop because there's no one out there who's anywhere near as good as him, and all this rubbish, right? No, right? We will get there by doing it the right way. We will get there by speaking the truth and speaking facts. I haven't streamed in about 3-4 months. There is a reason. Tonight's my first stream in that amount of time. There is a reason why I've got 55 people watching me right now. There is a reason for that, yeah? Right? And it's not just because I'm pretty, which, you know, I am. Zoe, Joe, I'm sure, you know, you two and you females in the chat can, you know, agree with that. But it's not just that. It's not just that, right? It's also because, yeah, a lot of what I say, guys, it's not rubbish. You guys know I've not just come off the boat. I'm an intelligent bloke. I'm not being arrogant when I say that, yeah? But I say what I see. Right, and a lot of people don't, and it winds me up. And I've been in the, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I know, you know, my good mate over there, LG Lee Gunner, I know he said it as well. Some of these people, when you're in their company, they are saying the same as us, if not worse, right? But when that camera's rolling, yeah, It's like Jekyll and Hyde, literally. As soon as that camera's rolling, action, they say the complete opposite, yeah? And they're only doing that. They're cheating you lot, right? There is no benefit to me sitting here in my chair saying all this, right? It doesn't benefit me. But I say it because I know a lot of you guys watch that crap over there. And I'll tell you something, as long as you know, if you want to watch it, cool. I'm not saying don't watch it. That's your prerogative. You watch what you want. Yeah, but don't be taken in by that nonsense. Because it might look real and it might sound real, but I can tell you something now for nothing. It's not real. It's not real. Yeah? That's why channels like mine, I'll tell you something now. Listen to what I say. Listen. Just listen, because I would never, one promise I made myself when I come into this YouTube game, I will never, ever, ever lie to my people, them. And you are my people, them. Yeah? I won't ever lie to you. Diesel's disciples. Come on. I just thought of that. It's clever, isn't it? Diesel's disciples. That's what you guys are. But come on. Right? I'll never lie to you. I'll tell you absolute straight. Yeah? And that's not me guessing. I've been around some of these people. Yeah? And I'm telling you now, I remember, yeah, right? Rest in peace to Claude. I haven't forgotten about Claude, yeah, right? Seems like some people have. I haven't, yeah. All this nonsense about around that time when he passed away, I know who the people were, right, who treated him bad and all that. And people are, it's a couple of years ago now. Come on, let's let bygones be bygones. Let's let sleeping dogs lie, Diesel. Come on. No. It could have been 5 years, 10 years, 1 year, 6 months, 2 months, 1 month, 1 day. Doesn't matter to me. I know what you are. I know what you did. I know how bad you treated him. I will never forgive you. Never. You are a wrong'un. And the thing is, guys, in life, and I say this all the time to you guys, yeah, get to know who the wrong'uns are, because I'm telling you something, a lot of the wrong'uns are in your circle right now as we speak, yeah? And the ones who you, no, Johnny would never hurt me like that. Oh, Dave would never hurt me. No, Bill would never coat me up. I'm telling you now, yeah? It's the ones you least suspect, yeah? So I'm telling you, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. I'm telling you now, I will never forget. Never, yeah? There is a reason why I don't have many people on my channel. Not many. I have good people on my channel, quality people, people who I can trust, proper people. That's it. I won't, what to get a few more likes. I'm going to get him and her and him and her. No. You do you, I do me, end of. Simple, right? Boom. Warren Grant as well. Big up yourself, Warren. Listen, Randy Viper, much appreciated for the super chat, mate. Once again, and Cliff, thank you very much, guys. Honestly, I really do appreciate that. And Pepsi Pack as well. Big up yourself. Warren Grant as well. Big up to you, Diesel. It's been a minute, mate. Realist Arsenal fan with the likes of LG, Southern Gooner, Northside, Brandon, Curtis Shaw, Kenny Ken and more. Big up yourself, Warren. Thank you very much, mate, to be in that sort of company. Listen, thank you very much. Look, it's not hard, is it, guys? You know, it's just obviously speaking the facts, right? I just want to sort of give us a few more, because I'm just wary. I don't want to miss anyone out. Adam Sufi, big up Diesel. I'm glad you're alive, mate. I'm still here, mate. Static, rest in peace, Claude. Come on, exactly. All right, let's not forget. GT Playboy as well. Big up yourself, GT. Mac computers are the best. Oh, mate, this is sick. I swear to God. Honestly. Pieter Jablanowski, big up yourself. Hope you're well, mate. I'll see you. 36 likes. I need 50, guys. Minimum 50. Never forget. Mike England, big up yourself. Mike, I love you, mate. The Bannisters, who will forget a great forum. Claude, rest in peace. And Fair Dues, Young Terrence, and of course you, Diesel. Mate, what a trio that was. And I'll tell you something. I miss those days. I'm not going to lie. I really do miss those days. Right, but you know what they say, sad, innit? But all good things must come to an end. But, you know, it is what it is. Right? It is what it is. Khalid Mansour, stop calling Arteta Michelle. Sorry, Khalid. I'm assuming you have a bird or a girlfriend called Michelle, and I'm upsetting her. If that's the case, then, well, I have to tell your girl, tough. Yeah? That's his name, isn't it, Michelle? It's not a swear word. It's not being mean. That's his name, right? So, yeah, sorry, Khalid. You know, there was a reason why I left that channel to start my own channel. And the main reason was because I can say what I want. And yeah, I'm in charge. I can do what I want. You know, this is me doing what I want. Yeah. And unlike a lot of those other absolute wrong-uns over there, in certain other, I'm not going to name them because that's just, crass, right? But we all know they are. Yeah, I'm not going to beg for likes. So Khalid, if you don't like it, mate, honestly, remove yourself and go and watch that lot over there. Because I've only got the real ones, the decent people, the proper people in my channel. If you want to be a proper person, Khalid, you can stay. If you don't, go. Yeah, up to you, my friend. Up to you. Listen, new year, fresh start. Listen, I ain't no putting up with this crap and all that. I never have anyway. And it's going to be more business as usual, right? Now. Who else? Who else? Is that it? I just want to make sure. I've got to read this out. Right, Khalid. Why is it, right? Whenever you always get that one wrong in the chat. You do think, I don't know what it is. You always get that one wrong. Let me read it out. Sod it. Come on, let's have a laugh tonight. It's Sunday, right? We're all at work tomorrow. Right, Khalid, fans like you, it's not about me, guys, me, Diesel, right? Fans like you who take the piss out of our manager, Michelle, are not real fans. The players are under two. Right. Do you know what? This is a perfect springboard for me to delve into what is going wrong at our club at the moment. And this is where I will have a bit of a meltdown, guys. So buckle in, right, strap up, buckle in and watch and listen and take in what I'm going to say to you, yeah? Because this is all pent up months and months and months, and it's about to unleash now. I thought, no, do you know what? I'm going to be nice tonight. I'm going to be, speak calm and speak cool. But do you know what? There's always some dickhead like this, yeah, who's got to come in and try and bust a blood vessel. He's got to try and wind me up, yeah? And you have succeeded, Khalid. So listen, Khalid, I don't want you to go anywhere because I can tell already from your message, from this message here, I can already tell. I can pick out the channels that you watch. I just know. And you've been sucked in by those dickheads over there. So you know what? I feel it's only right that I educate you. And I'm not even going to charge you, mate. This is free. All I would say, though, Khalid, just as a message, a token of your appreciation, smash the likes for me, yeah? Just smash the like for me, right? Thank you. Just do that. That's free. I'm not going to charge you, but I'm going to educate you. And this is going to be free, right? I'm not going to charge you for this. So listen. The players' rights, let me just quickly read this. The players are under too much pressure from the fans at the moment. They cannot focus with all of this toxic nonsense, right? Okay. Khalid. In fact, let me just keep that up there. Right, Khalid, I can already tell you're in your teens, right? You're probably between 15 and 20, right? Okay. Right, let me give you some facts, Khalid, yeah? This manager, and I will never, ever stop calling him Michelle because that is his name, right? This manager we've got is not, I repeat, not good enough, yeah? And a lot of these Arsenal fans are starting to come around to our way of thinking. When I say our, I'm on about me and a lot of the guys in my chat, right? We knew from day, this manager is not the one to take us to the promised land. And it's only now, yeah, right, that people are starting to realize this. The players are under too much pressure. We are talking about multi-millionaire. Each and every one of these players is an international, yeah? This pressure, this is exactly what is wrong at this club. Fans like yourself, Khalid, no disrespect, but fans like you, yeah, who are in this, you're so soaked up in this modern world where it's soft. And as I said earlier on, Candy Floss, Disney, this, that, Care Bears, fluffy dogs, and it's pretty and colourful and rainbows and Skittles and, right? Yeah? That is what you're used to. I'm not used to that, my friend. Right? Let me tell you that now. Too much pressure. Pressure. Yeah? Pressure. This is exactly why Arsenal will not win the league this season. And even when I was streaming last year before, yeah, I've always maintained that. The best ever chance they had of winning this league was last season, and they bottled it, yeah? Bottled it. And what are we seeing right now? They are bottling it. You know why? Why it's earlier now than when it was last season? Because last season we were an unknown quantity, yeah? We come out of nowhere. No one expected Arsenal to do what they did last season. It was only towards the end of the season where every man and his dog started talking about Arsenal becoming potential title champions, yeah? that the pressure, your word, Khalid, the pressure got to the players and they what? They bottled it. They bottled top four the season before. And guess what, Khalid? They're bottling it right now. You know why? Because this season, a lot more clubs are taking Arsenal seriously because of their exploits last season, yeah? So this season now, Arsenal have been talked up from day one, yeah, as being the closest challenger behind Man City to the title, yeah? So from day one of this season, all clubs have been a bit more respectful of Arsenal, yeah? Yeah? And treating us like we are actually a title contender, whereas last season, yeah, they didn't, right? What that means in layman's terms, Khalid, and let me simplify this for you, my friend. What that really means, mate, is that from day one, yeah, there has been pressure on Arsenal from day one of this season, yeah, because of what they did last season. That's what it is. And Arsenal are a club who cannot handle the pressure because, as Thierry Henry famously said a few years ago, everything is all nice at the Arsenal. It's all comfortable. Friends, as they say in the in-betweeners, friends, nice. No arguments. We all get on. Lovely. Woo! BFFs. That's what it is, yeah? Pressure. Arsenal are a big club, Khalid, right? Listen, don't be fooled, my friend. I know you're young. I am 42 years of age. Take it from me, my friend, yeah? Take it from me. Arsenal are a big club, right? Your problem is you listen too much to all that waffle and all EastEnders and the Beale and Coronation Street that you see on these other Arsenal channels. Take it from me. Arsenal are a massive club worldwide. Arsenal spend money and lots of it, yeah? Arsenal have, what's he spent, Michelle? 800 million, if not more, yeah? Name me one out of a squad of what, 27, 28 players, 26, whatever it is. Name me one world-class player in that squad. I'm not asking you for one world-class player in that first 11. I'm going to make it easy for you, my friend. Name me one world-class player in the squad. The whole squad. Bearing in mind the amount of money this guy has spent. Yeah, and bear in mind as well, Khalid, because this is something that a lot of Arsenal fans don't even talk about now. Yeah. Oh, well, once we get Champions League, once we get Champions League, that means Arsenal, well, they're going to get world-class players because we're in the biggest competition in the world, you see. So what that means, Dees, is, well, when we're in the Champions League, we get all that extra money, and that way, Dees, Michelle can go out and get some world-class players. We can finally start attracting them, Dees, because because we're in the Champions League. Cool. Okay, well, I've heard that for time, guys. We're now in the Champions League. Name me a world-class player. Do not say Declan Rice. Please, we all know he's not world-class. Very good player. And again, he is one who could get there in time. Yeah, he's got the capabilities to become world-class. As of right now, as of today, the 14th of January, 2024, Declan Rice is not world-class. Bukayo Sacka is not world-class. Gabriel Martinelli is not world-class. William Saliba is not world-class. These players who I've just named, again, I'm gonna let me just repeat this, right? So that there's, the people at the back can understand, right? I'm not saying, just understand me, guys. Understand me. I'm not saying they're not world-class. They will never be world-class. They're crap. No, I'm not saying that. Not saying that, right? Not saying that, but let's not throw this term around because they have a good season or they have a few good games in a row. That doesn't necessarily give them that tag of being world-class players. I'm sorry, it doesn't. All right, it doesn't. Yeah. My mate John and I had this argument with him. When you talk about Lionel Messi, when you talk about the likes of Ronaldo, that's world-class. Yeah, but Dees, that's different. That's different, though, Dees. I mean, these two, you can't mention them two. They're on a different planet. No. You either world class or you're not. There is no this nonsense about, Oh, but there's different levels of world class. No, there's a tier A, a tier B, a tier C. No, there ain't. No, you either are or you are not. It's as simple as that. It is black and white, guys. It's black and white. It's as simple as that. You're either world class or you're not. Yeah. These players, I'll name these two because these two did it season in, season out. Turned up in the big games, scored important goals. Yeah. Won trophy after trophy after trophy, and still come back the season after, even maintaining that level of hunger, or increasing that level of hunger and going and doing it again. Right? This argument I've always had about Mesut Ozil. He won the World Cup. In his mind, I've done it. I've won the ultimate. There is nothing bigger to win for me in football. There is nothing bigger. I've won it. I can now put my feet up. He lost his hunger because he's done it. He's won the World Cup, the ultimate. Yeah. Right. There are players who win everything that, every trophy you can imagine. And yet they come back the season after with a hunger and determination to go and do it again. And then again, and then again, and then again, and then again. Yeah, that's world class. That is world class. Yeah, no, they don't rest on their laurels. They are proper born winners. That's world class. Yeah, and people want to tell me, listen, my intro when you saw Thierry Henry there, like we've seen the likes of Bergkamp, Pires, these players, Patrick Vieira, Adams, these sort of players. And people want to tell me to get excited about this lot who we've got now, after what I've seen growing up. And the thing is, I'm having these arguments with guys my age. See, Khalid, I understand to an extent with you, bruv, because I know you're about 14, 15. I know you are, right? I know you're young, right? I kind of get it with you because you grow up in this world now where you've got Arsenal channels a tenner penny. If there are 100 Arsenal channels, there's only about 4 or 5 really that are worth watching because they spit the facts. The other 95, it's propaganda, and all they talk is waffle. It's all about money. It's all about dollar, do-re-mi, moolah, whatever you want to call it, right? Paper. It's all about money. That's all it is. And when you're young and you're very impressionable, so you watch that and you think, he's speaking facts. No, he's not. No, they're not. Right? Honestly, I'm telling you now, bruv. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not being a dickhead. I'm not being rude to you. I'm actually being very, very honest here and genuine, right? Yeah, right. I support Arsenal. Yeah, I was born in Highbury, Islington to be precise. Yeah, Barnsbury Road, right? That's me. But let me tell you something now. Just because I support the club, it doesn't mean I can't criticise them. If they're doing something I don't agree with, yeah, then of course that is the whole reason why I started up this YouTube channel, to have my say. You want your say? Start up your channel, bruv. It's as simple as that, right? Arsenal, and I've always said this, Arsenal have got the makings, right? They've got the infrastructure, they've got the money, they've got the worldwide reputation, they've got the support to become an absolute powerhouse, right? They have, right? The truth is, Khalid, they don't want it. And I've always said that. When it comes to the crunch, this club don't want it. They don't want it. What we've got on our hands at the moment, guys, is a club who just wants top 4. If we're being totally honest, let's address the elephant in the room. Let's have these uncomfortable conversations, because it seems to me like I've been away for 3 or 4 months and all I'm seeing on the internet, on YouTube, are people chatting absolute fart. Yeah, they're chatting fart, right? The truth of the matter is, Arsenal, when it really, listen, they put their PR out on Insta and Twitter and whatever, and no, listen, look beyond that. Look beyond that, right? Really, all they're interested in is top 4. They want to get back to the days of Arsene Wenger, right? The latter years, where we would make top 4 every season and we had that Champions League revenue coming in, right? That money, yeah? They're not on about winning the big trophies. They're not on about winning the league. Yeah, how long have we needed a striker? Me, you, every man and his dog has said, you know what? The one thing, right, that's missing, from the jigsaw, yeah, is a banger up front, a gunman, as I like to call it, a gunman, a proper striker, yeah, right? How long have we been going on like that? Yeah, how long have we been saying it? Have they addressed that problem? No. Will they address it in January? I doubt it. Because all I'm being told is Arsenal ain't got the money. You know, FFP and all that rubbish. Well, do you know what, Arsenal? If you're deadly serious, right, about winning this league, yeah, go out there and do the business. And if you got to sell Eddie Nketiah and Emil Smith-Rowe, yeah, Brentford, I want Ivan Toney. I will give you some money. And on top of that, I will give you these 2 players. I'm telling you now, Brentford are not saying no to that. They are not saying no to that. Go and do the business. But no, Arsenal won't. They won't, because when it comes, and I've said this to you guys from time, I will come to the comments. So I understand I'm rambling on, but listen, I have to get it out, right? When it comes to the crunch, Arsenal do not want it. They don't want it. It's as simple as that. And that's all I've seen, right, for the past few years, and especially in the last few months, right, of watching this club, watching the games, watching what Michel comes out with in his stupid press conferences, right? They don't want it, guys. They don't. Yeah? We are too predictable to play against, right? Yeah? There is no plan B, plan C, plan D. There's barely a plan A, right? And honestly, I'm going to come to my most controversial statement very, very soon. Static, these are a big sensitive topic that it's good to talk about. Sacka isn't world-class. Facts. He's not. I'm sorry, he's not. I don't understand. Listen, I understand a lot of people like him. You know, I like Sacka. Like, listen, I'm not sitting here saying I don't like him, of course. Right? But let's be honest, we do throw that term about easy nowadays, right? Early doors. I'm going to read this out because it's a compliment to me and it benefits me. These Arsenal, don't change your opinion. Some streams can't talk and spit facts. Simple as. Why change who you are? Absolute facts. Early doors. Come on, my guy. 40 likes, Static. Thank you very much, mate. Liam R97 Diesel. When you say Don Carlo to Arsenal fans, who is about to win a 7th trophy at Madrid, by the way, but they go, what did he do at Everton? Well, listen, this is the one thing that young Terence and I used to argue over all the time. And young Terence is a classic example of that. When you mention Carlo Ancelotti, Terence always used to speak about Everton, would never speak about the man's CV, would never speak about what he's done at the other 100 clubs he's been at. No, you name the one club, right, where he didn't do nothing. So you're going to ignore the other 11, 12 clubs where he's won something, and you're going to focus on the one. See, for me, guys, when people call me negative, isn't that negative? Isn't that? Yeah? Surely. Because I'm the one who can say, yeah, look, granted, he didn't do anything there, but, let's be honest, that was a one-off, because look what he's done up there, look what he did over there, look what he did up there, look what he did down there, look what he did over there, right? I can say that. But no, these negative Nellies, yeah, but Everton. Yeah, I understand he's won at Real Madrid. Yeah, but Everton. Yeah, but Everton. Yeah, but Everton. These Everton. It's like Everton. That's all I'm hearing. Everton. You know, it's like what you're ignoring. Whatever. Listen, the thing with me, guys, right? I've got to explain to you. See, this is me. I'm a typical Jamaican man, right? I'm stubborn. Yeah, I have a low tolerance for stupidness, foolishness, nonsense, whatever you want to call it. I do. I've got a low tolerance. I do. I can't be around it. I can't. You know, some people just have tunnel vision, and it's just negative. And do you know what the funny thing is? A lot of what I'm saying tonight, so many people agree with what I'm saying. But whether it's because they don't like me or because they've gone so far left with their thinking, they haven't got the bottle as a man. Yeah. I say man, woman, whatever. They haven't got the bottle to sort of say, do you know what? Actually, hands up, I got this wrong, whatever. No, stay over there. And even if they do realise, you know what? Diesel had a point, you know. Not only is he a good-looking geezer, he speaks a bit of sense. He's got a point. Yeah? Even if they do realise that, do you know what, guys? I'm sorry. Stay over there. I don't want you over here. I don't want you over here. I'm sorry. Absolute idiots, absolute dickheads. No. Right? No. That's how you think. Because I'll tell you something now, guys. You let these people in, you know, sort of, you know, last minute. I guarantee you now, if we're in this same position in the next 2-3 years, they're going to be doing the same old tricks, the same old narratives. These people don't learn. We've got so many thickos in this fan base. It's an absolute joke. And since I've had a break off here, and I've watched certain things, and some of you guys have sent me things via Instagram and Twitter, and I've seen certain clips of people. I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, do you know what? There is no, listen, right? It's no surprise that I've had so many messages from some of you saying, Deez, do you know what? You need to come back. You need to come back because we need more channels like yours. And listen, I'm sitting here saying the channel's amazing. Well, it is to me, in my eyes, it is. But, you know, it's just a case of it's that one more voice, one more big mouth, which I have got, right? One more big mouth to actually come on here and spit some facts and speak the truth. Because I'll tell you something now, I am a minority. Yeah, you understand? I'm a minority, yeah? People over there with young Terence's views, Ty, what's that actor's name again? What's his act? Julian, yeah? People like that, my God, they are 10 a penny. 10 a penny. You can find a Julian anywhere within this fan base, right? Ty, another one. Look, lovely guy. Don't get me wrong. I've met him once. Lovely, right? But let's be honest, they're using him as entertainment. He ain't got no fucking. He ain't got no. Do you know what I mean? He's not all there, right? Like, you know, we all know. Let's speak the truth here, right? Lovely guy, but come on, he's used as entertainment. People laugh at him, not with him, right? That's all it is. It's a circus. Yeah, it's a circus, right? But you know what? A lot of these Arsenal fans. This is the reason why Arsenal will never achieve what I believe they potentially could, because the one rotten thing, it's one of a few actually, but the main thing about this club, the main thing that needs cutting, the poison, right, in this club is the fans. Not all of them. I'm not saying that, right? But there are a lot of fans, a lot of Arsenal fans who put up with this nonsense, yeah? Who reach, right? Who look at these players of today and think, oh my God, that's world class. Oh my God, it's amazing. Oh my God. Odegaard is the new Bergkamp. Oh, Martin Odegaard. Oh my God, the new Bergkamp. Oh my God, he's better than Bergkamp. Do you remember when I did a stream, guys, right? It was about a year ago. I did a stream, right? Because Thierry Henry come out with something, said something. I can't remember what it was. I think he come out and he said something about Michel. I think he criticised Michel. And all you got was all these Arsenal fans gunning at Thierry, having a go at him on social media. Do you remember that? And I felt so strongly about that. I thought, oh my God, I've got to do a stream on this. I've got to. I'm absolutely seething. I'm fuming. Thierry Henry, probably the greatest foreign import the Premier League has ever seen. Yeah. Any stream you watch, right, with people doing their top Premier League side of all time since the Premier League began, Thierry Henry gets in everyone's team. Fact. Gets in everyone's team. This man is an Arsenal legend. Now, when we're talking world class, John and Brad, yeah, listen, my friends watching, yeah, when we're talking world class, yeah, that's world class. That is not even a debate. You will not find anyone who says, yeah, Thierry, he was all right, but he weren't world class. He was a good player, but he weren't, come on, Deez. No, forget that nonsense. That you will get fans out there who absolutely detest and hate this Arsenal, right? This club, yeah. Whether it's a Chelsea fan, a Spurs fan, a Man United fan, whatever, you will never, ever, ever, ever find a fan, no matter how much they hate Arsenal, you will never find a fan who will deny that Thierry Henry was world class. Fact, it was plain for all to see, yeah. And you know what? He dared come out and said something about Michel, and the amount of flack he got from Arsenal fans. And it was around that time that I realised this club is finished. It's done. How you can have a go at one of our heroes, one of our legends, right, to back up this absolute fraud as our manager. You would rather take Michel's back over Thierry Henry. Listen, these are people who call themselves fans. They're not, right? They try and get a rise out of Arsenal, out of the real Arsenal fans, and that is why. Yeah, that is why. Right? They're not real Arsenal fans. Yeah, that is what I'm saying. My God. Look, we've got Don Carlo in the chat as well. Big up yourself, Don. See, Don Carlo listens, mate. I'm telling you. Yeah, Guna Gargamel, big up yourself. I'll see you. I'm sick of Arsenal being treated like Project Arteta out. Thank you. See, everyone's coming around to like my way of thinking. I remember, let me read this out. Steve, RFC. I remember Claude well and Colin Newell. So Colin Newell, oh God, what was his name? Boom! The Boomulator. Heavy D. Also, when he passed, Claude missed him badly. He was also one of Claude's best friends. I miss Colin Newell from Big Brother and Heavy D on AFTV. Listen, I'll be honest. I never met Heavy D. Never met him, right? Claude used to speak really well of him. He used to make me laugh because I used to watch his fan cams and I thought he was hilarious. I didn't agree with a lot of what he said about Arsenal, but whatever. He seemed all right. He seemed like larger than life, a bubbly character. Yeah, he got treated like an absolute dickhead as well. But the one thing I will say is, him and Claude got on really well. You know, there was a lot of things that was said about him which I didn't agree with, and I did openly say it on my channel. Yeah, right. See, I'm from the old school. Yeah, if you're going to go at someone, go at them. All right, don't talk about don't bring their girlfriends into it or their missus or their kids or whatever. Yeah, because for me that makes you look like an absolute tramp. Right? If you don't like him and you're having a slanging match with him, go for him. Right? Keep. You know what I mean? When someone brings in their missus, like your wife's ugly or your girlfriend's this or the mother of your kids is this, for me, that is when you lose me. You know, even if he's in the wrong or whatever, the minute you mention that, you know, his wife or his missus, for me, that is where I'm like, no. That's one thing I won't have, right? That's one thing I won't have. For me, that's just disgusting. That shows me more about you than what it does him. So for me, yeah, I did see a bit of that going on, but you know what, whatever. But yeah. Listen, he was harmless, you know, in my opinion. We got Jay Green's in the chat. Big up yourself, Jay. Hope you well, mate. Hope you well. Blimey, am I really behind on the Remember when FTV were bashing Arsenal all the time? We were losing always. Positivity is the only way forward. So yeah, comment like that, mate. That's how much I know. That is how much I know that you are just a teenager. If that. Very, very young. Daniel Body as well. Big up yourself, Danny. Danny boy, come on. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Arsenal Football Club used to be a title-winning team, and now the superfans accept fourth. Champions League entry as trophy, deluded, in my opinion. And listen, guys, that is what we've got now, right? That is what I've been seeing, well, for ages, really. But especially, I've been observing closely. I've not been here, not in body, but I've been here in mind. I've been watching a lot of these channels. I've been watching a lot of what goes on social media. And what I'm seeing at the moment, if I'm honest, there's a large amount of Arsenal fans who are in that top four bracket. They're happy with that. You know, Darren Bent, right? Let me just, because I do watch a lot of TalkSport. Darren Bent, for me, there are certain pundits who I watch and I think, how the hell have you got a job like that? How have you got a job like that? Darren Bent, right, was asked, I'm sure it was, if Arsenal don't get top four, not winning the league, if they don't get top four, should Michel, sorry, my mistake. Should Michel Arteta be sacked? And do you know what he said, guys? He said, well, if they don't get top four, I think questions have to be asked. That was what he said. Questions have to be asked. What? And this is the thing. Kieran Gibbs is another one. Kieran Gibbs, anyone who, like me, watches ESPN, because I love Craig Burley. I think Craig Burley's the man on there. I love Steve Nicol as well. Yeah. And I think Craig Burley, I agree with a lot of what Craig Burley says because he tells it straight. He's not one of these pundits who are, sugarcoat stuff. No, he tells it as it is, right? He says what he believes. And so does Stevie Nicol. But they've now got Kieran Gibbs on there. And I'm watching this guy. And I've never seen, he's one of the worst ones I've ever seen. He chats so much fart. Yeah. Honestly, it winds me up. Martin Keown's another one. Chats a lot of absolute Simon. I want to see Simon Jordan bodies this guy every single week on TalkSport, and yet Martin McKeown still has a job. Martin Keown wrote an article in the paper, and he even admitted what he wrote wasn't what he really meant. Yeah, but he still got the job. I don't understand that. When people see this, surely you must realise, you know what? The guy's a fraud. Therefore, I'm not watching him anymore. Sod him. No. How some of these people get on there, I will never know. Right? Honestly, it winds me up. It just really does wind me up. The truth of the matter is this, right? And no one's going to say it, yeah? A lot of these pundits, right? While Mikel Arteta is at this club, we will not win squat. We will not win nothing. That's a fact. It's not an opinion. It's a fact, right? It's a fact. Fact number 2, world-class players, I was told. Champions League, we're now in it. Cool. Yeah. Where are these world-class players? Because I can't see any. No world-class players in the squad. Yeah. This man is not tactically astute. He never has been. I've said that. He is winging it. He has been winging it week in, week out. And if you notice, guys, yeah, this is what makes me laugh. And this is where I will come to my controversial statement that I believe I'm going to say a certain thing in the next 2 minutes, and I genuinely believe a lot of you guys are not going to agree with me, and I think a lot of you are going to push back. But it's something I genuinely believe, and I'm going to say it. Kill me, right? In fact, I'm going to say it now. Hang on. Narendra is in the chat. Big up yourself, Narendra. I see you. Harry Callahan. Big up yourself, Harry. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Neil Gunnison as well. Big up yourself. Oh, I'm seeing some like new people in here tonight. Big up. Neil, hope you well. I need to read this out, Neil, because it's very complimentary about myself. Thank you very much. Diesel, you care about the club and you want what's best for it, but somehow these Mikel Arteta fans call it negative. Arteta is not the club, and no man is above it. Arteta fans don't care about AFC. Absolute fact. They follow the manager. They don't follow the club, and that is the problem. Well said, Neil. That is the problem, right, with a lot of these Arsenal fans in this, of these supposed Arsenal fans in this fan base. They follow the manager. They support the manager. This was always my issue with young Terence. As much as I love him, this is the fact. People like him, yeah, fans like him, right, follow the manager first and follow the club second. And no, I won't have that. I won't have that. I'll never be quiet, right, with when I see nonsense like that. Yeah, I have never ever known the level of protection that this manager gets. I used to think Arsene Wenger was protected, and my God, was he protected? Arsene Wenger has got nothing on this guy, nothing when it comes to protection. Yeah, I don't understand it. And when I've done a stream before, and I said to you guys, Eric Ten Hag, right? Christ, all that man's got to do is breathe or fart, yeah? And the amount of stick he gets, and a lot of it rightly so, because I don't rate him. But when I look at Michelle, how is this man getting away with it? Do you know what I mean? The Kai Havertz thing, I think we can all see now. That was an absolute waste of money, right? This man is never going to succeed, yeah? We are crying out for a top-class striker, and yet we went and spent 65 million on a player that we didn't need. For me, that is a sackable offence. But I've noticed with a lot of Arsenal fans and channels, right, no one's really talking about that. Yes, they're talking about Kai Havertz, but no one's really talking about the man who bought him. No one's really talking about the amount of money we spent on him. No one's really talking about the amount of money he's on. No one's really talking about the amount of money we spent when we could have used that for a top-class striker. Yeah? Ivan Toney, just say, for argument's sake, a lot of people are telling me, yeah, well, if you want him, he's going to be around about 80 million. Yeah, they're going to try for 100. I think we all know no one's going to pay that, right? Around about 80, yeah? I know I'm looking at that thinking, it sounds a lot of money, and it is a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. Even in football terms, it's a lot of money. But there is part of me that looks at it and think, well, hang on a minute. If we'd not bought Kai Havertz, we had 65 million sitting there that we could have put a little bit of money with, and we could have got him. We could have put it towards him. But no, right? Kai Havertz. And I said to you guys around the time, he will be the new Mesut Ozil for Arsenal in regards to what he will do is he will create a circus where there'll be a lot of division, a lot of divide between Arsenal fans, because some will say he's the best thing since sliced bread. He can become a class player as long as he's got that beside him, that in front of him, that behind him, that above him, that under him, right? All that accommodating, then yes, we'll have a proper player on our hands. And that was exactly what everyone said about Mesut Ozil. Right, to get the best out of Mesut Ozil, he needs that in front of him. He needs that beside him. He needs that behind him. He needs that over him. He needs that over there, him over there, him back there, right? This is Mesut Ozil 02, number 2. This is what it's come to, right? We can all see Kai Havertz is shit. Let's just have it right. Let's call it how it is, right? Scored a few goals and, right? The guy's rubbish. Yeah, I'm sorry, he's not equipped for this league, right? I've seen him shy away from a tackle. I've seen him right if the ball is coming towards him. Yeah. He epitomizes everything that I personally feel about our football club as of this moment. Arsenal are soft, they're weak, they're fragile, they're limp, they're cowards. Yeah? That is when I look at Arsenal, that is what I see. I don't see proper men, guys. I see boys. That is the reason why we will not win this league, right? It's not just about, because we haven't got a striker, right? That's one of the excuses. Of course it is. Yes. We can all see that, right? We're not blind. But I'll tell you something. They haven't got that grit. Yeah? They haven't got it. Right? And do you know what? My controversial statement I'm going to make, I'm going to come out and say it. I've said it before. I think I've said it on here. And I'm going to say it again. Never thought I'd say this, but you know what? We miss Granit Xhaka. There you go. I've said it. I'm waiting for the comments now to come in and be, what? Diesel, are you mad? Are you mad? Listen, I'm not saying I want the man back. No, I do not want him back. But I'm telling you now, guys, let's have it right. Let's be honest. Right? We are missing that shithousery he brought. Right? I don't know what else it is. Yeah? I don't. I'm not saying he's a world-class player because he's not. He had a good season last year. But I'll tell you the one thing I will say about Granit Xhaka, he added a bit of bite in that midfield. And since he's gone, show me who's biting. Show me. Show me. Yeah? I'm seeing too many of these teams walking through us. Look at when we played Fulham. Right? Not only were Fulham in the lead, this is what I'm saying to you guys. This is what I'm saying about Arsenal. When I'm saying they're soft and they're weak, right? Teams like Fulham, with all due respect, right? When they go ahead, it's not like, they're in the lead. Let's protect what we've got because this is Arsenal, right? You know how it used to be, right? Now, a team could go 2-0 up, 2-1 up. They're not holding back, protecting the lead and going all defensive. They're looking at us with no respect, thinking, do you know what? Let's get a few more. It's only Arsenal. Let's get a few more. Let's bully them. Let's batter them. Yeah? Let's walk through them. Right? Let's get a couple more goals. Yeah? Right? You don't see little teams doing that against Man City. If you're lucky enough to be in the lead against them, trust me, you're protecting that. Yeah? When these teams are playing us, and they're coming to our yard, by the way, our park, the Emirates, right? And they're going ahead. There's no respect there where they think, do you know what, let's just protect what we've got. Look, we've got 20 minutes, yeah? Let's just see it out. Let's chuck on an extra body in defense. Let's just tighten up. No. They're coming for us. They're coming for us, yeah? That is what I'm saying, guys. Look, you look at this team and you think to yourself, who in there? Odegaard. I've praised him a couple of times on this channel, right? Why did I do that? Because I'm looking at this guy now. Number one, we've already established he isn't a captain. Number two, how Declan Rice hasn't got the captaincy yet, I'll never know, right? Yeah? Number three, the big games, where is he? Right? I'm not saying Odegaard doesn't work hard. Of course he does. Off the ball. Yeah, I get all of that, the pressing and all that, yeah. But he doesn't run games. This is another player who a lot of Arsenal fans tell me is world class. No, he ain't. He doesn't run games. This was the debate I always used to have about Frank Lampard, right? Name me a game that Frank Lampard ran. This is why I take Gerrard in my all-time 11 all day long. Yeah, I've had so many debates with people about what Lampard or Gerrard. I'm taking Gerrard all day long, because Gerrard ran games. Gerrard won games on his own. No matter where you put Gerrard on that pitch, he would win you the game. Right? He played in some awful teams, and guess what? That weren't no fluke. He would win games on his own. He would put that team on his back and he would go and win it. Yeah. Frank Lampard, can score against the Burnleys and the Fulhams, right? And the Sheffield Uniteds and all that, right? Name me a big game where he's absolutely ran the game. Listen, that's always been my argument, right, with Frank Lampard. I'm not knocking what he's done, the goals he scored, quality. Don't get me wrong. But do not put this man in the same league as Gerrard. I'm sorry, no. Right? I know what a midfielder is. I'm telling you now, Frank Lampard against the smaller teams, score the goals, do the business. I've never seen Chelsea, when he was playing, against one of the big teams, and I've never seen Frank Lampard run a game from midfield. Never. I've never seen it. Never seen it. Yeah? Odegaard doesn't run games for Arsenal. Yeah? Declan Rice has been good for Arsenal this season, but he needs a reliable partner. He cannot do it all on his own. Can't do it all on his own. Thirdly, Thomas Partey. What's really going on with him? I refuse to believe this man has been now injured for this amount of time, right? When he's not been injured at any of his previous clubs. He comes here and he's out long term. No, I'm not having it. Not having it, right? Number 4, Kieran Tierney, who is a better left back than the one we've currently got, yet he's out on loan. All these things that has gone on under Michel's watch, and not one person, not one pundit comes out and actually names all this stuff. No one comes out and actually puts it on him, right? The level of protection is an absolute joke, right? It's a joke. And the thing is, all these... Listen, don't be taken in with what Gary Neville says and all these people say he deserves time, he's done enough to... No, they said the same crap about Arsene Wenger. Let me tell you something now, right? And I know this for a fact, but I won't tell you how I know, but I know. Gary Neville despises Arsenal. That's a fact. He hates Arsenal with a passion. You might not see it or think of it, because when you see him doing his punditry and all that, he's actually quite complimentary sometimes about the Arsenal. That's all for the camera. Believe me, when that camera's off, Gary Neville despises Arsenal. Right now, Gary Neville was one of the main people, the main pundits. When Arsene Wenger was here, Gary Neville was the one who was saying, no, he's done enough there. He should be able to go out when he wants to go out, right? The only real reason, right, why people like Gary Neville, right, was saying all that, they were saying all that because they're not stupid, guys. They know as long as Arsene Wenger remains at this club, Arsenal will be no threat to anyone. That is the God's honest truth. And I'm seeing the same thing happening here, right, with Michel, right? That's why when you ask rival fans or rival pundits or whatever, they all say, Michel's doing a great job. He should stay, if, sign him up to another contract, this, that, the other. They're not saying it with the best intentions for us. They don't like us. They're saying it because as long as this guy's here, Arsenal are no threat. It's the same as what it was under Arsene Wenger. I'm telling you. Right? I'm telling you now, guys, that is the God's honest truth. Right? And while this man is here, we're not winning anything. Forget the league this year. That's done. Forget it. They haven't got the mental strength, this team. They haven't got the characters. Right? They haven't got the personality. They're not winners. They are not winners. Right? Listen, Arsenal... We are currently in January at the moment, right? They should be plugging those holes. Everyone knows they need a striker. right? With what happened a couple of seasons ago, right, where they bottled it. They didn't do what was required in January. And look what happened as a result. I've always been on this stream, and I've always said to you lot as well, I've always said, anyhow you don't learn from that, you don't deserve nothing. And they don't. Yeah, they don't deserve anything. If they can't rectify, because we can all see it, right? We're not that far off. Yeah, in my opinion, we need a good 5-6 players. Everyone's coming out 1 or 2. No, Ben White's gone off it, right? We need a right back, yeah? We need a banger up front, yeah? We need a top quality midfielder to partner Declan Rice, yeah? Right? We need a few things. We need a few players. Don't get me wrong. But are we a million miles away? No, we're not, yeah? And if we can see that, why can't they? We all know Arsenal have got the money, yeah? Stop being, sentimental and all of this. Sell Eddie Nketiah. The player is, he's nowhere near the required level of this club. Nowhere near, right? And again, that's another thing. A lot of Arsenal fans are coming around to this way of thinking now. Been saying this from day one, yeah? Now, I don't see anyone who rates Eddie now. Get him out the club. Emil Smith-Rowe. I like Smith-Rowe, don't get me wrong. But for his sake and for our sake, the man's got to go. Yeah? I've always likened Smith-Rowe to a Raphael van der Vaart. Yeah? He used to play for Spurs. Quality player. But Raphael van der Vaart's issue was he could never complete 90 minutes. Any Spurs fans in this chat right now will back me up, right, when I say that. There are certain players who just can't do 90 minutes. They can't. And Smith-Rowe, for me, is one of them. I don't trust his fitness. There is something wrong with his fitness. I don't care what anybody tells me. Smith-Rowe, there is something wrong. He is not a player who's going to give you 90 minutes week in, week out. He won't. For whatever reason, I don't know what it is, right? And if a player can't give me that as much as I like him, not good enough. Go. Get them two at the club. Sorry. Right? It's time to get, listen, let's get real now, right? Do what's required in order to lift that trophy or put yourself in the best possible position to win it. I said this to you guys before, yeah? The best ever chance Arsenal had of winning this league was last season. We blew it, we bottled it, yeah? We will never have a good enough chance like we did last season. And we were too bloody blind to see it because they bottled it. They looked down tools as such. They bottled it, right? They got scared. And when I look at this Arsenal squad, yes, you're going to get fans like that Khalid, if he is an Arsenal fan, I don't know, right? People like him, no disrespect. I hope I've taught him something tonight, yeah? Because I'll tell you something now. This fan base have a lot, and I mean a lot of people like him with his way of thinking, yeah? That, let's just accept what we've got. Let's just accept top 4. Let's just accept. No. When you support a club and you know that the right building blocks are in place and there's a few pieces of the jigsaw missing, but you know if you get that right, my God, there is no telling what this club could do. Yeah, and I've always said that. The support Arsenal have got worldwide. Arsenal, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, sorry to repeat myself, Arsenal could go anywhere in the world for pre-season, no matter where it is, a tournament, pre-season, whatever. Anywhere in the world, Arsenal will pack it out. The Emirates Stadium holds 60,000. Arsenal could fill that 6, 7, 8 times over. Fact, if not more, right? If not more. No matter where they go in the world, they pack it out. Arsenal globally are absolutely massive, right? The money's there. What do they make? What, 3.5 million every home game? Right? They've got the money. Yeah? We need players in this window. Not summer. Now. Right? Now. Will they do it? I don't think so. I really don't, guys, because I genuinely believe they're happy with top 4. And why wouldn't they be? When they've got a fan base where the majority are happy with it. Yeah? There is no pressure on this club from the fans. People like me, there is. But like I said to you earlier on, we are a minority. Yeah? A lot of these bigger channels that you watch, if you really, really read between the lines, they're happy with top 4. Is it any excuse? Let me give you an example. Yardman. Someone told me the other day he started off his own channel. Do you know the reason why he's done that? Because he says a lot of the stuff I do. And he gets mimicked for it. Yeah? He gets the piss taken out of him. Because he dares to say, I think Arsenal should win the league. I expect Arsenal to win the league. I expect Arsenal to get the best players. I expect Arsenal to do that. I expect Arsenal to do that. I expect, that word expect, right? And he says that, and all those dickheads around him laughing at him, thinking he's a comedian, he's a stand-up, he's a joker, yeah? That alone, right? That alone tells you the state of our football club, doesn't it? That alone tells you the state of a lot of these fans, that they're happy with top 4. My argument to that is, why get rid of Wenger then? Why get rid of him? Because he was doing that for us, yeah? And it wasn't enough at the time. No, we want more than that. Arsenal could have a really poor season, but still get top 4 under him, right? We want more. More. When they're talking about these big world-class players, I want Arsenal to be in the mix, be in the conversation, yeah? Man City have not been themselves this season. Did we take advantage of it? No. This is why Arsenal will not win the league, because they don't have the mental capacity for it. I don't know how many times I can say this. We are led by a manager who isn't anywhere near good enough to manage this team. He's not. He's not. Right? But you know why Arteta will get a pass? And do you know why he'll probably sign an extension to his contract? Because of these scumbag Arsenal fans that we've got in this fan base, right, who look at him as the Messiah. And if he guides us to a top 4 finish, they are happy with it. They're happy with that, right? They're happy with it. Why? This is what honestly, it just bugs. Guys, it really, really. Oh, let me go to the, because I'm going to. Honestly, whatever. Joel Eaton, big up yourself, mate. Big up yourself, Joel. Big up Diesel. If Casemiro comes up for sale this January, snap United's hand off. Hand off for him. Literally, the modern day Roy Keane. He's a big, strong, tough winner. Listen, when you look at what the geezers won. So when I say world class, see, that's world class. People can say, yeah, his legs have gone. Listen, look at the career he's had. Look at what he's won. You don't win that by being fluky. I'm sorry, you don't, right? You know, you win that. Listen, he's class. 64 likes. Come on, I beat 50. Big up yourself. Come on, cheers. Thank you, Static. Top man. Darren Sullivan, Dazzler. See, look, Darren, look, like, you know, we're sort of similar age, right? We should be winning a big trophy once every 2 seasons at least. Fact. That is what you call expectation, right? From a proper Arsenal fan, yeah? Yeah, listen, we're not a little backstreet football club who have only been around for 10 years. I could understand if we was. We're not. No, we're big. You know, when you talk Arsenal, I mean, we're big. The problem is, there's a lot of Arsenal fans who don't see us as that. I mean, like, they know we're big, but they don't know we're big. You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference, right? Big difference. And when you go so long without a trophy, and I've said this before, don't get sucked into that lack of that weak, soft, like mentality, yeah? Don't, because I'm telling you now, Zoe, I will be honest with you, your club is going through that now. Your club is going through it, yeah? Where the standards drop, right? And what they try and do, they try and trick us with this process nonsense. And because there's a lot of fans who buy into it. What they're essentially saying is, look, we're going to be crap, right, for the next few years, but we're gonna chuck money at it, and we're going to hope and pray that we come out the other side and we're good again, right? There is no guarantee, there is no promise. They chuck money at it, right? But they use the word process and all these words which are programs. I mean, there was a program I watched on it, and it's true. These buzzwords, which sound really good, you know, and a lot of Arsenal fans, they get suckered in, if you like, you know, they get taken in by it, yeah. Oh, project. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, foundations, project. Oh, fancy. Oh, yeah, I'll have a bit of that. Oh, you know, and you know, these other ones, you know, project and phase 3 and phase 1. Oh, damn, that sound good, right? All of that. It doesn't mean squat, guys. Yeah, a process is only a process. Listen, if every other single club in the league agree to stand still for 5 years and allow Arsenal to complete their project, then do you know what? I'm all for it. But we all know that's not going to happen, right? They're not serious, guys. If they were, we'd see some business. Well, do you know what? I say we'd see some business this January. They should have done this in the summer, guys. I can't get over the Kai Havertz thing. I can't. I just can't get over it. I can't get over why you would spend that amount of money. Simon Jordan said right the other day on TalkSport, Chelsea must have been laughing all the way to the bank when Arsenal came in with 65 million in used notes for Kai Havertz. And you know what? He's absolutely bang on. They saw us coming a mile away. They snapped our hand off. They probably would have taken 40 for him. But no, in we came with 65 million. 65 million. Name me any other club in world football who would have paid 65 million for Kai Havertz. I guarantee you will not be able to name me one. But no, we did. Why? Have we got anything near value for money from this guy? No. He is weak. He's pathetic. He's a little boy. He ducks out of challenges and he shields away from the ball. You see him there? More than any other player in this team, he is the one who epitomizes the state of this club. Right? Soft, weak, pathetic, limp, fragile. Yeah? Kai Havertz. When you look at Kai Havertz, you look at, he looks a bit mean. He can mix it. He can play a bit. He's going to put his foot in. He's going to put a boot in. He's going to put his head in where it hurts. No. I look at Kai Havertz and I see a scared little boy. Yeah? Scared little boy who offers us nothing. And do you know what, guys? If you're as good as a Man City, could you maybe afford one passenger in the team? If the other, if the other 10 players are bang on, they're all on point and they're all playing well, maybe. Yeah. Arsenal can't. And all this comparison from a lot of these Arsenal jokers comparing us to a Man City, we're nothing like Man City. Yeah. We're nowhere near the level of Man City. Let me tell you that now. Because for how bad they've been this season, they've stuttered quite a bit. Everyone's still talking about them as winning the league. Funny, isn't it? They can draw game after game or lose a couple here and there. They're not playing anywhere near their best. They've lost their top marksman up front, Haaland, for a while. Kevin De Bruyne's been out for ages. They've sold some good players over the summer. They're not in form, and yet, everyone's money is still on Man City to win the league. Why? Because they're that good. Yeah. They've stuttered so far this season, and yet no one's really taken advantage of that. If they have, it's Liverpool. And even then, they haven't really. We definitely haven't. Right? Fulham, we just gave up. Gave up in that game. You know why? And I'll say it once and I'll say it again. I use this analogy all the time, guys. And for anyone who's watching me for the first time, this will be new to you. Arsenal, right? Imagine this, right? You got two boxers, yeah? You got the boxer on the left, which is Arsenal. And Arsenal will just punch in this boxer, yeah? And this other boxer, he's just standing there taking it, punch after punch, right? After a while, this boxer who's being punched thinks, hang on a minute, I'm not having this anymore. I'm going to punch him back. And as soon as that boxer punches Arsenal back, that's Arsenal, isn't it? Ah, please don't hurt me. Please. Please. Yeah? That's Arsenal. Flat track bullies. That is what Arsenal are. Yeah? Can give it all of this. Yeah? But after a while, when that club decides, no, do you know what? We're going to play this lot. Look what happens. We wilt under the pressure, and that is Arsenal. And until they get characters in there, until they get a proper midfield, yeah, a proper midfield with a physical presence, yeah. Arsene Wenger went this way because he tried to go down the old Barcelona route, and Michel is just trying to copy Pep. Let's be honest. But let me tell you something. As much as I love all these flair and technical players, why are managers moving away from that brute force? Why can't we have a bit of both? Huh? You know what I mean? You know, these proper midfielders, 6'3", built like a brick, yeah, can play a little bit, but you know what? Can mix it as well, yeah? Get some players like that in the door. Get some proper men in. Men, not little boys, right? Men. Yeah? Kai Havertz, waste of money. Absolute joke. That should have been a sackable offence, and yet no one really talks about it. And this man is still here. If Eric Ten Hag had done that, look at what Anthony, right? How the amount of stick this man gets for buying Anthony. You had Anthony Ajax, you had Anthony there, and you had Kudus. You're telling me you overlooked Kudus and went for Anthony? That is sackable. Look at Kudus now at West Ham. He's doing the business. Anthony, 80 million on this guy. Yeah? I could go in the team as in my state right now and contribute more to Man United than what this guy could. 80 million for that. And you're still in your job. Oh, my days. Yeah? That would not have flown years ago. But now, again, just see what I'm saying, guys? Because we talk about pressure. We talk about standards, right? The standards on the floor, not just with us. Yeah? Look at Man United. That club's finished. All this about, oh, yeah, Jim's here now. No. That club's done, right? That club, how this manager is still there, I will never know. Don't get me wrong. I don't want him to go. I want him to stay, right? Because they're no threat as long as he's there, right? Don't get me wrong. But how this man has still got a job is unreal. Yeah? But the amount of stick he gets for Anthony. Well, no one's really talking about Michel and Kai Havertz, are they? Yeah? Why does he keep persisting with Eddie? Yeah? Gabriel Jesus. I like Jesus, right? But it's getting to that point now where I don't want him here. Or at the very least, yeah, squad player, decent squad player. But he ain't the man. He ain't the man who's going to get the goals. Eddie Nketiah, he ain't the man who's going to get the goals. Right? But no, sentiment. He works hard. So did Lacazette. And? I'm sorry. Sentiment is what's going to kill this club. It's as simple as that. Right? Michel Arteta has got half a month now to at least try and pull something out the bag. Right? And for all of you lot who think this man is the Messiah, he walks on water, yeah, he can eat bullets and shit ice cream, yeah? Let me tell you something now. Surely, if that's how you feel about this man, then he must surely have enough clout to walk into Edu's office and demand certain players this month. Yeah. And he's got players he can sell. So all this rubbish about FFP and all this, that's a smokescreen. Ignore all that. There are ways around that. Arsenal are a big, big club, right? They have the best lawyers and the best financial whiz kids at that club. Do not tell me they can't buy players this month. I'm sorry, I'm not having that. And if it means at the very least you have to sell a few players, get them out the door to make room for the new ones coming in, then do what you got to do. Because there are players there who we all can name right now, right, who should not be at this club, right? But you know what? There are too many dickhead Arsenal fans who are going to believe this nonsense about FFP, believe the nonsense that Arsenal have got no money, and they will yet again go for another season where, well, if we get top 4, better than nothing, isn't it, lads? Yeah, better than no. Sorry, not enough. Top 4, not enough. It's not enough. Win the league. He spent a lot of money. A lot of money, right? He's been backed. Now it's on him. He's got to win the league. Got to. If I had my way, he'd be walking tonight. He wouldn't be here. Don't rate him. Sorry, I do not rate him. And this nonsense with David Raya and Ramsdale, he created a situation that didn't need to be created. Thomas Partey, playing Thomas Partey at right back. Yeah. These things that no one really talks about because it's Michelle and he's protected. Yeah. I don't know why. He's obviously sleeping with someone high up. I don't know who it is. If I find out, I'll let you guys know. But there is something. But he doesn't fool me. And he doesn't fool you guys. And you know what? Like I said, as long as he's here, what's going on? As long as he's here, ain't nothing a guan. We've got David P in the chat. I see you, Dave. Where are you, mate? I just see. There he is. David P, big up yourself. Hope you're well. Right, listen, let me just go to the chat because I feel like I've neglected you a little bit. Listen, there's still 45, 50 people watching. Brilliant. What time is it now? And I've got 1 hour and 42 minutes. Diesel's back when he's long streams. Come on. Colvin to sing up you well, mate. Yeah, I totally agree. Big is the key word. Dixie Rex. Come on. Something me and you have got in common. Zoe, agree, Diesel. It's all a load of rubbish. Exactly. Pepsi is a 20-year process. And there are still a lot of Arsenal fans who are fooled by this. Right? Hengedi, the other clubs are cheating. They are signing better players than us. Fact. Neil Gunnison, process and phases, all of these buzzwords being used without knowing what the end result is. Liverpool, Chelsea, City and other successful clubs never use them to win big and secure cups. Again, facts, right? Havertz is a pumped-up Ozil with lead in his boots, no skill. The guy is absolutely rubbish. Zoe will know that more than anyone. Zoe being a Chelsea fan, what did he do at your club? You guys were laughing. Do you know what? The amount of Chelsea fans I saw and who I spoke to, who was saying, oh, do you know what? Please take him. In fact, Chelsea could have given us 65 million. Chelsea would have been prepared to have given Arsenal 65 million pound in used notes to take him off their hands. That's how mad it is. That's how bad the geezer is. But no, we paid for him. We paid for that. Should have been Chelsea paying us to take him away. No, we paid them. That alone, guys, is a sackable offence. Yeah? When will this sink in? Seriously. We've got Nino, 1983 in the chat as well. Big up, Nino. I'll see you. Spencer Davis, my guy as well. Hope you're well, Spence. Hi, gents. Sorry I'm late. Going to watch on playback fully. Hope everybody's well. Listen, I recommend you watch it back. It's really good. if I say so myself, it's really good. And once again, I'm spitting facts as well, Spence. Trust me, you're going to love it, bruv. Right, from minute one, just watch. Yeah, I promise you. 55 people watching. Still. What time is it? 5 to 9. Sweet, not bad. Neil Gunnison. See, Neil, this is how I can tell you a little bit older, right, than the other geezer. We need to go back to the days of George Graham. Listen, my favourite ever Arsenal manager. We need to go back to the days of George Graham where we had the mentality of getting stuck in and care less how we play. I'd rather win ugly than losing pretty, which takes me on to my next point, Neil. Yeah. So when people ask me all the time, well, Deez, I'll tell you what, right? Listen, my mate John, he's watching right now. And he wanted me to mention this. So I am. Right? And I know what he's going to say because he is one of very, very many in the Arsenal fan base. Well, if you don't want Michel then, Deez, if you don't like him, who would you want then? Who would you want in charge of Arsenal? What manager do you want? Right? You don't talk like that, by the way. I'm just saying that for effect. Listen, my dream manager, I've always said it, Diego Simeone. Simple. I would take Diego Simeone. I would take Carlo Ancelotti. Either of those two, trust me, I'm fine. Then what you get is, yeah, but Deez, man, come on, man, come on, Deez, come on, man, come on, Deez, come on, man, come on, Deez, come on, man. But he plays crap football, man. He's defensive, man. All that nonsense. That is what a lot of these Arsenal fans will say. That is the only thing that they can say to try and kick you down and try and trash all over your opinion. Too defensive, doesn't play good football, this, that, the other, yeah? And this is the thing. The amount of times I've watched, say like, for example, a TalkSport, and this is, I'll be honest, this is mostly Spurs fans, right? Spurs fans ring up, I could take losing. I don't care if we lose. I just want to see some good football. Yeah? And you get a lot of West Ham fans like that as well, want to play the West Ham way. What did you win at the West Ham way? What did you win? Right? The average fan now treats, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, football to them is like going to the theatre, right? You know, back in my day, you go to watch a match, you know, burger, hot dogs, you know what I mean, a pint, whatever, yeah? Now, theatre is popcorn, you know, it's prawn sandwiches, you know, it's fancy finger foods and all this, you know. It's theatre. They want to go to be entertained. They don't care if we lose. But if they go to a game and Arsenal lose 3-2, they saw 5 goals in that game. 5 goals. They got their money's worth. When you see Arsenal losing, right, especially against Fulham, what was there, 10 minutes to go? 10, 15 minutes to go in that game? Did you see how many Arsenal fans left? Right? It just makes you look, they don't really believe in this man. They don't. See what I'm saying there, guys? I can say all this on a channel in front of all you people because I've got bottle. I've got bollocks. I've got kahunas. I can say this because I genuinely believe it. So many Arsenal fans believe they say what I say. It's mad. What I'm saying now, they actually think it as well, but they just don't have the bottle. And this is what it comes down to nowadays in this soft, modern world that we live in. And there's a lot of people who just don't have the bottle. I swear to God, I will never name people, right, because it's out of order. I'll tell you now, the amount of people I've spoken to on here, when it's just a one-on-one, look, Deez, between me and you, I totally enjoyed your stream last night. You were spitting facts. I agree with everything you said last night, mate. Between me and you. Nice one. Crack on, Deez. Crack on. Yeah? And then when I see what they put out, it's the total opposite of what I said. And I'm like, hang on a minute. You were bigging me up last night for like my stream. You said you agreed with it. And this is what I'm saying, guys. Honestly, do not be fooled. Do not be fooled. I promise you. I wouldn't lie to you. I've been here long enough. You would have seen me as a liar by now, but you haven't, right? That's what I'm saying. Neil, another great point. It was sentiment that kept Wenger in a job for a long time, which denied us the likes of Klopp and or Pep, to name a couple. We could have got Klopp. Fact. That is a fact, by the way. I know that for a fact. We could have got Klopp, but no. We were too loyal to Arsene Wenger. And in turn, what we did, sentiment killed the club and ruined us. What I would give for a Klopp right now. And you know what, guys? I'll be honest with you. We could have even got Pep. Yeah? Pep. But no. We'll stick with Arsene Wenger. He's been here long enough. Look what he's done for the club. He deserves to leave when he wants. He deserves to be here until he decides. No. That doesn't work in business. I'm sorry, or in a job. You are a paid employee. Listen, I've said this before. The only time I will agree with some nonsense like that is if Arsene Wenger was at this club for 24 years, however long it was, and he worked here for free, right? If he worked here for free, then do you know what? I will agree with that. He can go when he wants. No, he was paid a lot of money. This is another thing that a lot of these Arsenal fans and certain Arsenal channels don't talk about. Yeah? Name me another job. Name me a job. You guys in the chat, there's still 50 odd people watching, right? I will close up this argument very quickly, I promise you. Just name me another job, please, for my own peace of mind. Name me another job where you get rewarded for failure. Name me another job where you fail. You don't get the required results, yet you get a pay rise. And on top of that pay rise, you get a hefty bonus. Name me another profession where that happens. You can't. You know why? Because it doesn't exist. It doesn't. Yeah? It doesn't exist. Right? If you win, we reward you. You fail, you're lucky to have your job. Simple as that. And this man was getting bonus after bonus after bonus after bonus after pay rise after bonus after pay rise. Yeah? For what? Yeah? People want to go on that. I give Wenger a hard time. Look what he done for the club. He killed the club. Yeah? The first 10 years, brilliant. Don't get me wrong. Yeah? He put his own selfish needs above the club. Yeah? And as a result of that, he put us back several years. That is a fact. That is a fact. And when you look at what we missed out on because he was still here, I can't forgive that. I can't. When he was selling our best players, I can't forgive that. Because he didn't need to. Didn't need to. He treated the money like it was his own. Yeah? Unforgivable. Yeah? Something dodgy went on with Wenger in Arsenal. I'm telling you now, we will never know. Probably. Never know. There is a reason why he was selling our best players. There was a reason why he wasn't really entering the market for quality players. There was a reason why he was buying cheap. Yeah, because he was pocketing money. All this nonsense about people telling me, yeah, but he must love us. He turned down Real Madrid and Barca. And no, you know why he turned them clubs down? Because he would never have got away with the crap, yeah, that he got away with at Arsenal. Arsenal, he was safe. Yeah, Real Madrid, you think he could... Listen, the demands, the expectation levels are chalk and cheese. Yeah, right? You have one off season at Real Madrid, just one, you're gone. Arsenal, fail, no worries, Arsene, pay rise, cha-ching. Next season, Arsenal, fail, no worries, Arsene, here's a bonus, cha-ching. Yeah, you think he would get that at Real Madrid or Barca? There is a reason why he said no, because he wouldn't get the time there. He couldn't do what he wants there. Yeah, he had people to answer to there. See here, Arsenal, he was the man from head to toe. He was Arsenal, right? He had no one to answer to. He ran the show. When you've got power like that, you ain't giving that up. You ain't giving that up. I'm sorry, you're not. And look how long he had it for. Yeah? And this is what I'm saying. A lot of these Arsenal fans, educate yourself, right? Don't just look at today. Look at what's gone on over the last several years. Look at the way the expectations have dropped. Look at the way the standards have dropped. Look at the way some of these ex-Arsenal legends talk about the club now, whenever they're on TalkSport or these social media platforms. Right? Some of these Arsenal ex-players are legends, winners, invincibles, and yet they talk like it's the best thing they've ever seen. Arteta and the way Arsenal are today. Some of these ex-Arsenal players played under George Graham. Right, where the standards were so high, you couldn't afford to slip up. Some of these ex-Arsenal players played in championship-winning teams, the Invincibles. I mean, and yet they're talking now about this current Arsenal side like it's the bollocks, like it's great. Yeah? I'm sorry, there is an agenda at play here. Right? This was always an issue I had with the likes, you know, the Ian Wrights, the Kevin Campbells. You played under George. Yeah? You're championing this. You played under George. You played with quality legends. You played with world-class players. You won titles. Yeah? You played in an era where the standards were so high. And you're championing this from where you've come from. And you know, when you hear that, when you hear nonsense like that, that's when you know these guys are clearly paid by the club. You know, they do the stadium tours or whatever it is, or they get a free ticket for a meal, champagne, whatever it is, right? They get their perks. They're not going to talk out about the club. Of course they're not. Yeah. Martin Keown, yeah, he's another one. You know, him, Kieran Gibbs. Oh, my God, Kieran Gibbs. Oh, he's dread. Absolutely. How these people, oh, look, I'll never know it. I don't understand. They won't last long. BVB, David, it's a cliche. Atletico Madrid are a competitive team and have 2 goal-scoring forwards for their team. Fact. On the talented player thing, like Sacka, Borussia Dortmund have a talented winger, Jamie Bino Gittens, but I wouldn't say world-class like that. That's too quick to say that straight away. Do you know what makes me laugh, right? It's like, yes, I know, look, Sacka, you know, talk about star boy and all that, right? You know, he has a bad game. Oh, he's tired. It can't just be a case of, oh, he's been crap. He's been crap today. Yeah, no, that's not fair, Deez. He's tired. He's tired. I mean, look at him. He's tired. When he has a good game, I don't ever hear this thing about tiredness when he has a good game. It's only when he has a bad game. Yeah, he's tired. It's like this. Honestly, I look at some of these, like the Roy Kings. I look at these old, you know, these old school players. You know, the Tony Adams, the Stevie Bolts, and I look at these old school players, and I think, my God, they must be absolutely shocked at the level of players today. You know, even if we're going right back, I mean, like when you look at like a Kenny Sansom, you know, one of the best left backs Arsenal have ever had, you know, a Liam Brady, you know, those sort of players who were class, right? And you think they must look at these players of today, multi-millionaires, the worst players in this Premier League, the worst players in this league are multi-millionaires. And these old school players must look at these players of today and think, do you know what? You don't realise how easy you guys have got it. Because I'll tell you something now. I feel for them. Because we're talking proper players back in the day, proper players. And I look at these players of today, 3 or 4 half-decent games in a row, then they're being talked up for England squad. And, you know, and I'm thinking, nice, that easy. Eddie Nketiah scored a few goals and a few half-decent, not great, half-decent games, and he was awarded a brand new contract with as much money as he's ever going to see in his life. And when I think of what he had to do to get that contract, which wasn't a lot, you know, players of today, and this is why, guys, this is why I really struggle to sympathise with these players. I do, because they for me, they get it so easy. They get everything that comes to them so easy, right? You can have a player who just breaks into the first team. For example, let me give you an example. That is it, Kobe Mainu, Man United, right? Looks all right. I think he's overhyped, me personally. But because he's playing amongst sludge, he's going to look good, right? He's only played a few games. I guarantee very soon they will announce, yep, they've signed him up to a long-term contract. He's tripled his money, right? All because he's had a handful of games where he's been half okay, half decent, right? And that's all it takes now to, you know, to get a new. And this is what I'm saying. It shouldn't, but it does. It just bugs me. And so therefore, right, when I'm meant to champion this lot, these players, as if they're the greatest thing I've ever seen. When people are telling me about Sacka, world class, wow, he's the best winger in the world. Martinelli, wow. Saliba, wow. Right? I'm sorry, guys. I'm not on board with it. I'm not. They have to do more for me. More. Right? And until they do, there's nothing more I can say. Yeah? I'll tell you one thing, though. These guys have got the potential to be world class, but not under this manager. He shouldn't be here. And I think more and more people now, annoying as it is, more and more people are starting to look at this and think, oh, actually, you know what? I have backed this guy. I've backed him and I like him, but I don't know, easy. Right? That's where a lot of the Arsenal fan base are at the moment. Yeah. But we've always said, me and a lot of you guys, we've always said, you know what? Yes, we will, we're happy to be the minority and we'll keep spitting the facts. There will be a time, and it will be this season, there will be a time when a lot more people are gonna try and get on board, and they're gonna actually see, listen, and hear what we've been saying about this manager, because it's slowly unfolding now. Yeah, it's slowly unfolding. People are now starting to see, oh, actually, he's got us to a point. He's not good enough to get us to that next level, to progress us. He's not good enough. He's not good enough. And as the season goes, you're going to see it a lot more. Mickey, big ups to you, Diesel. You're the only Arsenal fan I follow on YouTube. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. I'm sure you follow others, but all right, I'll take that. Joe Gugg, Emery schooled Arteta again this season. Yeah, and listen, again, this is what I'm saying. I love it. Listen, I rate him. You guys know, you know this. I rate Emery. I think we should have kept him. It's funny, right? When you look at if Emery was the Arsenal manager now and he had the same amount of funds that Michel had, I dread to think what Arsenal could have done. Yeah, I do. Honestly, I do. Sometimes I do look back and think, yeah, what we could have done, right? With a proper manager looking after us. You think that's a fluke, what he's doing at Aston Villa? What are Aston Villa? Second in the league. Yeah. Fair play to young Terence, because the last time he was on this channel, even he said, oh, my hands up, I was wrong about Emery. Yes, you was, because he is a good manager. Right? You don't do that by fluke. Yeah, you don't. I'm sorry. Right? He was disrespected at this club. He has pulled the wool over Michel's eyes, 3 or 4 times now? And he's done it with class. He's never spoken out and said anything bad about the club or Michel. Done it with class. He's a gentleman, Emery. And I'll tell you something now. When you listen to a lot of what the Aston Villa players are saying about him, he knows his onions. He knows what he's doing. He's a quality coach. Yeah? Quality coach. Right? I'm telling you now, we made a mistake letting him go. Just my opinion. Hengedi, give Simeone 4 years and 700 million, and I promise things will be different. Fact. Neil B, I'll take Ancelotti tomorrow. Fact. Ronald McDonald, I'll take Harry Redknapp. Ooh, no. No. Not for me. Not for me. Harry's not a bad manager, right? He's an okay manager, but as I said, I have got a soft spot for West Ham, right? And he done the dirty on Billy Bonds. And I have never forgotten that, right? I didn't like the way he was at West Ham. So, for me, bit of a traitor. Don't like that. So, no to Harry. Sorry. 70 likes. Come on. Blood clots. That's what I'm saying. Come on. Joseph Clark, big up yourself, Joseph. Hope you're well, mate. Ali D, cousin of Ali G. Big up yourself. Big up Diesel. Nice to see you back, bro. The mad one is who else is out there, manager-wise. Yeah, but see, people tell me this all the time. Yeah, everyone's got a price. Managers are just as valuable as what players are. If a club is willing to spend over 100 million on a player, why can't they spend 15, 20 million on a manager? Yeah? Trust me, they will come. It's the Premier League. We're Arsenal. We're a big club. We're in London. We're London. And this is the thing, and this isn't a dig at you, Joe, I promise you, mate. But there are a lot of Arsenal fans who say that to me, and they're trying to. When you say it like that, it's like, well, yeah, but he come to us, is he? Like we're only Arsenal. Only Arsenal. We're massive. We're bigger than a lot of these clubs out there where these top managers are at. Yeah, we're bigger than them. Believe it or not, we are. Right? Approach and see what happens. Feel them out. Yeah, feel them out. Trust me, pay the money, they will come. It's been proven. So, you know, time in, time out. Winterburn, another one, class. Static, Diesel with the facts. It's fact, come on. Neil B. Diesel and them old school players was paid pittance back in the days. Well, I think, look, I mentioned Kenny Sansom. I mean, how many times has he been declared like bankrupt? He's skin. That's one of the best left backs Arsenal have ever had. And he hasn't, well, from what I remember, he hasn't got a penny to his name. Right? And yet he would piss over all the left backs we've ever had. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how mad it is, people. Did you see what I'm saying now? See what I'm saying? 70 likes, lovely, lovely. Neil B, KDB, Kevin De Bruyne comes back from injury and 1 goal and 1 assist. I watched the highlights of that. Listen, this guy oozes class. Yeah. See when I talk about world class, that is what I'm talking. Players of that ilk. Yeah. Kevin De Bruyne, world class to a point where it's not even a debate. It's not a debate. I have never seen a channel, a stream on a channel on YouTube where it's, oh, let's debate this. Is Kevin De Bruyne world class? No, you will never ever see that because it's not a debate. He is. It's evident. It's obvious, right? You will never get anyone argue that point. Injury prone? Yeah, maybe. Is he world class? Standard. Of course he is. And you're telling me you want to bring, so like Man City, yeah, when they were struggling and they weren't winning games and like they went through a bit of a stutter, a bad patch like this season. What was the one thing that everyone kept saying? Well, when Kevin comes back, when De Bruyne comes back, as soon as he's back, you know what I mean? He'll come back. Haaland will be back on it because he's got his mate back, who supplies, who feeds him. That was all I heard. Yeah. Right. Take advantage of their poor form now, because I'll tell you something now. When Kevin comes back, different story. And when people talk about you like that, that is when you know you are world class. Well, simple. Simple as that. Fact. Right? Ali D, I would say Saliba is the only player we have who could potentially become world class. Yeah, I agree. Listen, I think a few of them could. You know, Sacka, I still think could. I don't think he is. Clearly, he's not now. Right? Sacka, for me, is a bit of a one-trick pony. He's got to do more. So he's getting fanned out a bit for me. Martinelli hasn't progressed since last season. Right? He's a bit of a one-trick pony for me. Defenders know what he's going to do. I want to see Sacka take a man on more. Do you know what? You know what it is, guys? Maybe I'm too old school. I'm sick of these wingers. These wingers nowadays, they just keep coming back. They take it they come back or they cut in. I like those proper wingers. You know that saying? You know, wingers who get chalk on their boots, right? Proper wingers from back in the day. These wingers now, sideways, back, sideways, back, sideways, back. You've got the pace and the skill and the trickery. Take your man on. Take on the fullback. Yeah? My God, do it. 20 times in a match. They don't. It winds me up. They're not proper wingers. I'm going to do 5-10 more minutes, guys, if that's okay. My voice is going a little bit. I've been going for 2 hours. Will M. Hooper, big up yourself, Will. Won't be well, mate. It's been a while, and it's been a minute. Diesel, I'll tell you what, mate. I'll tell you what does my head in the most. It's our team management. We're putting him on a new contract to protect his value. Rob Holding was sold for less than what we bought him for. And forgive me if I'm wrong. Didn't we sign Rob Holding for 2 million? 2 million. Do you know what I mean? 2 million is chump change in football, yeah? I'm sorry, I could find a club in world football, right, who would be prepared to pay 2 million for a Premier League player, right? And Arsenal couldn't even do that. This is what I'm saying, guys. This is what I'm saying. It's. I just look at it and I think, you know what? it's ingrained in us, this top four notion. It is, for me, it's gone on for so long now. And this is why I don't ever compliment Arsene Wenger. This is why I put him as the main culprit for this, because it was him who fed us all this crap about top four. Do you remember when the last day of the season, Arsenal secured top four, and what was the first thing this man did on the touchline? He danced a jig. He did a jig on the touchline. Does anyone remember that? Yeah. Why did he do a jig on the touchline? Because it was confirmed that we'd secured top four, not the league title, top four, right? And you've got a manager who's celebrating top four. I've seen Sir Alex Ferguson come second, right? Only a couple of points behind. They come second, and I've seen him storm off the touchline absolutely furious because he didn't win the league. Yeah? See the difference? Right? Even when we sold Robin Van Persie to Man United, it's a sackable offence. Right? I'll never forget Piers Morgan when he said, well, would that have worked the other way round? Imagine Arsene Wenger rang up Sir Alex Ferguson and asked about Wayne Rooney at the time. Do you honestly think Sir Alex Ferguson would have sold us Rooney? No. Arsene Wenger would have got a load of verbal on the phone. He probably would have been threatened, right? Threatened for a row. And then Fergie would have hung up the phone on him. See how different it is when it was Arsene Wenger, Fergie asking about Van Persie. One of our main players. You sold him to Man United. See, look, these decisions, I look back as an Arsenal fan and I think, do you know what? How you did not get sacked for that, I will never, ever know. Michelle, Kai Havertz, 65 million for Kai Havertz. We didn't exactly buy a player who was in form at the time. He's been crap since he's been at Chelsea, right? But they want to dine out on, oh, yeah, but he scored a goal in the Champions League final. They want to dine out on that. Yeah? 65 million for Kai Havertz. 65 million. Let that sink in, guys. That was our striker money, and yet he blew that on Kai Havertz, a player that we didn't even need. Yeah, and the man is still here, still got his job. Look, sorry, maybe it's look. I don't know. I just. KDB is what you call world class. No debate. Exactly. Thank you very much. KDB is one of the all-time greats. And listen, when you're saying if anyone did their all-time 11, right, their all-time Premier League 11, there will be a lot of people who will put him in. I wouldn't personally, but a lot of people would have an argument to put him in. I see it. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I do get it. Right? He is that good. He is world class. Do you know what I'm saying? Unveiling realities, Warren, Wazza, Kenny Sanson was sleeping rough recently. It's really sad. Why isn't the club trying to help him? Facts. Again, exactly. Ali D, Sacka is no over Mars, Perez, Sanchez, Anders Limpar. Oh, Limpar was quality. Limpar or even Freddie Ljungberg. And you know what, my mate John, if you're watching this now, I remember you specifically said you would put Sacka ahead of Freddie Ljungberg. And I said to you, no chance, no way. Yeah, and you said you would. I'm sorry. See that there? I don't know any person in my chat right now who would put Sacka ahead of Freddie. I'm sorry. No chance. There is no chance at all. Freddie was quality, mate. Neil B, I don't understand why I didn't give Balogun more game time, more gameplay, yet give Eddie a new contract. I'd pick Balogun over Nketiah any day. He never was given the chance, but scored over 20 goals in France. And Neil, I made this point when I did a stream with several months ago. For me, and again, I keep saying this old school. I'm sorry, I'm sound so old, but it was so much better back in the day, in my opinion. My thing was, I was always under the impression the player goes out on loan, right? And the purpose of a loan is the manager will say to the player, look, you're not quite ready for the team. You're going out on loan, but you know what? Here's the catch. Go out on loan. If you do the business on loan, then when you come back as an incentive, we'll talk about giving you like some, game time in the first team. But that's the incentive. That's the whole point of going out on loan, to improve, right? To show the manager that you're ready, that you've learned a lot, yeah, that you've done the business. He went out on loan, did the business, come back, got nothing, right? I don't blame him for going, yeah, I don't. He should have been given a chance. He wasn't even given a chance in the pre-season. That told me all I needed to know. Michelle don't want him. Another thing that pisses me off, Martinez at Aston Villa, yeah, the goalkeeper. Martinez pisses over the two keepers that we've got right now, yeah, pisses all over him. Yet he got rid of him. Why? For Leno, who's now at Fulham. And even then, didn't we charge Fulham 8 million and they laughed at us? For Leno? It's meant to be this top-class keeper. See these decisions, people. See when you really do reel them off and you name them. There are so many baffling decisions off key that I think, my God, all that's gone on with the amount of money spent. This man is still here because he's dining out on an FA Cup he won a few years back with a team that, let's be honest, wasn't his. So, but you know what we'll get? And we still get it now. I'm going to wrap up now, guys. We still get it now. There's still a lot of Arsenal fans who maintain this. Oh, well, yeah, but these, let's be honest, they're still young. They're a young team. They're learning to play with each other. They're young. That's all I hear from a lot of these dickheads. They're young, right? We're talking internationals here. A lot of these players have been to a World Cup, have been to a Euros, but no, they're young. They're young. How long are we going to dine out on that? They're young. Do you know what I mean? My God. City will win the next 7 games. Do you know what? I've seen their schedule. I'll tell you, they've got a lot of winnable games at the moment, City. Would not surprise me at all. They've got quite an easy, I say easy, but for them it is. LED, what's with this new fan of players cheerleading the crowd, by the way? Every effing player seems to be doing it these days. Look, it's PR spin, mate. That's all it is. But a lot of the Arsenal fans, they fall for it, Oh, look at Odegaard. Oh, he really gets us. Woo! Oh, please. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Career mode and chill. Good to see you back, Diesel. Good to see you too, bruv. Come on, big up yourself. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that. My voice is right going, Yes, Diesel. Bellingham come back and he had 40 minutes gameplay and that was it. Well, there you go. Pepsi Pack. Diesel, are you going to be a contestant on Gladiators? I think you would win easy. Come on, piss it. They keep asking me, Pepsi. I keep saying no. Yeah, the money's not right. As soon as it is, I'll be on there. Trust me. Daniel, buddy, I'm going to do the same as you, mate. I'm off now, Diesel. Take care and take care of the take care chat as well. Thank you, mate. Nice one. Big up yourself. Have a good night. A lot of our signings wouldn't get on Man City's bench, let alone their team. Laugh at that. And we want to compete with them. Not a chance. No. Listen, whenever I stream, Neil, I talk about Man City quite a bit. The reason I do that is because I always look at who's the best, right? And if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And if you want to be the best, you have to compete with the best, right? Those are old school sayings. These are things that no one really says now. But the basics, the fundamentals, they will never change, right? But they'll never change. What we need to change is the mentality here, and it's been seeping through this club for years. That the acceptance of mediocrity, the acceptance of sentiment. Yeah, the standards slipping. The standards are nowhere near what they was under George Graham. Nowhere near, right? Nowhere near. And you look at these players now. Growing up, I used to see Adams, Bold, Winterburn, Dixon, Keown, Sol Campbell, Vieira, Petit, Overmars, Limpar, David Hillier. I'm naming players who I didn't think were all that. Like, if I'm honest with you, I mean, I liked David Hillier. I thought he was a good midfielder. Mickey Thomas, loved Mickey. I loved Paul Davis, local boy, Islington. Big up, Paul. Yeah, proper players. right? Proper players. Yeah. Andy Linnigan, never really rated him, but yeah, do you know what? He'd get in ahead of half of this lot. You know, Stevie Morrow, Ian Selly, like some of these players, maybe some of them you didn't appreciate at the time. I'll tell you something now, you'd certainly take them today. You know, Ray Parlour, can't stand Ray on TalkSport. He chats too much fart. As a player, though, I'm very underrated, Ray. What a worker. And do you know what? With Ray, he could mix it. Now, I've grown up with players like that. I've grown up seeing, you know, lining up in a tunnel and you're looking at the Arsenal side and you're thinking, oh, God, we're in for a game and a half here. Oh, lads, if we can somehow try and get a draw, oh, my God. If we get beat, let's keep it respectable, yeah? As I said to you before, games were won in the tunnel, you know, before a ball was even kicked. You look across and you see Tony over there. Tony is Martin Keown, Stevie Bold, God, David O'Leary, Vieira. You're looking and you think, Christ, not only can these boys play, they can mix it. God. And do you know what? I say this all the time, and I love saying this, but I can't help it. It's true, though, isn't it? You know, you look at those Arsenal players from back in the day, and you know, it's like they're looking at they're looking at the opposition, and it's a case of, right, how do you want to play today? How do you want to play? If you want to play ball, cool, we can play ball. But if you want to mix it, trust me, we can mix it and all. It's up to you. How do you boys want to play us today? Simple, just like that. You want to mix it? We'll mix it. You want to play ball? We'll play ball. We can do whatever, right? Proper players. But these were grown men, big men. I look at this side now. I see little boys. Martin Odegaard walks out. Name me a team who's looking at Odegaard thinking, "Oh God, oh, Martin's gonna hurt me. Oh, Martin, please, no." Even Declan Rice ain't there yet, right? No one's scared of. Who's the other one? Jorginho, and especially Kai Havertz. No one's scared of Eddie. No one's scared of Jesus. Right? Do they strike fear into the opposition? No. But there you go. What can I say? Anyway, look, I'm starving. I'm going to eat now. Listen, now look, all joking aside, I just want to say, well, I've still got 45 people here. Honestly, it's been an absolute pleasure. My voice is going now. I don't know why. Obviously, chatting for Britain. I've really enjoyed it tonight. And look, as I said, look, it's 2024. It's a brand new year, fresh start. I am one for New Year's resolutions. I know a lot of people aren't into it. I am. I have a routine. So every January, I always write 5 things down that I want to accomplish this year. And I have an aim to try and get 3 of them. If I can get 3 out of the 5, I've had a good year. And I would recommend a lot of people do the same, right? Because it's one thing thinking about it and saying it out loud. When you write it down on paper, it just gives you that added focus, right? And every time you accomplish one, you tick it off. And it just keeps you in that frame of mind. And it keeps you focused like for the whole year. Honestly, it works for me. I can't, I'm not saying it's for everyone. It's just something I do. And if you get below the 3, then it's not been a great year. You need to push yourself, guys. You need to push yourself and be very wary of who you spend your time with, because I'll tell you something now, just hang around with winners and decent people, not losers who are going to bring you down, because they will bring you down without you even realizing until it's too late, if that makes sense. That's just a little life lesson that I want to give to you guys, because I'm 42 years of age. I know I look in my early 30s. Thank you very much. I've got a baby face. I know. Stop it. Avino cream and cocoa butter. What can I say? But still, a lot of these are like, life lessons, right? And, we all go through it. We've all been through it, and we all are still going through it right now. So just be wary. And honestly, use it as a springboard. New year, fresh start. Last year was really bad for a lot of people. A lot of people I know as well. And I've told them the same thing. Use this. It's a new year now. Out with the old, in with the new. Whether it's a relationship that's dead, I know a lot of people who are in dead-end relationships where neither of them are happy. Get out of it, right? You know, don't, oh, my life's gone, it's over. Yeah, no, sort yourself out, right? It can be done, believe me. You know, you get one chance at life, yeah? Don't ruin it or don't waste it. But look, other than that, before I go, the Dugout Football Channel, Doug, big up yourself, Doug, up you are, mate. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Long time, man. Come on, big up yourself. Hope you're good. Sounds good idea, Diesel, and don't set them too high, but that's achievable. Exactly. LED words of wisdom, as always, from Diesel. Big up, man. 75 like static. Listen, I'm hoping overnight people are going to watch, and people are going to watch it tomorrow, which means I should get about 100 likes. The reason why I keep going on about the likes, guys, I'm not just saying this. I'm sure you've heard other YouTubers say it as well. It really does help. Like, it works the algorithms and all that. More people who like the stream, the more people who it reaches, and people think, oh, what's that? Diesel? Oh, yeah. Oh, he's quite good looking. Yeah, let me click on it and see what he's got to say. Right. So I think the looks attracts them, but what keeps them here is my mouth and what I say. Right. So it's double bubble for me, right? Do you know what I'm saying? So hopefully the more likes, the more people who see it and the more people watch it, right? And obviously gets me out there, and it just gives me a bit more. Listen, I'm fighting against these wrong'uns over here, guys. I need all the help I can get. I am a minority after all, like I just said. Take care, everyone. Like and subscribe. Thank you, Static. Big up yourself. Mark, PJF85. See ya, Diesel. Keep it real. Come on. Right. Warren is, I'm going to speak to Wazza tomorrow. Madeline McCann stream is coming out very soon. He's going to be doing that hopefully this week. All right. And I'm going to try and do 2 or 3 a week. But I can't do it. I can't always do them this long. All right. So, you know, I mean, just because I can't be eating late. All right. My weight will never go down. So, yeah, you don't want me to get big deer because obviously, you know, I won't be as good looking. But look, I'm going to go. I'll see you later, guys. Much appreciated for turning up. Love you. And I'll see you very, very soon. Pick up yourself. Boom. Well. Guess who it is? Diesel's back. Join me, subscribe, but get the word out. Diesel's back, and he ain't going nowhere.